Hello, sir. Captain Binghamton.
Carpenter, be careful. Now, you splash mud on this brand new clean white uniform, and I'll have you transferred to submarine duty with the windows open.
Don't worry, sir. I'll be very careful.
You better be. So happens I am due at the officers' club for a very important cocktail party.
Oh.
And we...
Look at me.
Did you see that? You see that from your hiding place, you coward? They tried to kill me.
Oh, don't you worry, sir. I'll be a witness. And it was McHale's crew, sir. I could tell by the way they aimed at you.
Then that must be a stolen Jeep, too. What was the license number?
Oh, sir, don't write on that. Please, sir, read it. It's an official radio signal from Admiral Hardesty.
What in ship out all of my chief petty officers? What is this all about?
Well, those are the Admiral's orders, sir. See, it says right here, all available CPOs are needed for immediate duty as conflict training instructors, sir.
You mean to tell me I'm supposed to ship out the only efficient men on this base while those hot-rodding dodos run around wild? For heaven's sakes, but why couldn't they be chief petty officers?
Those ninnies, sir.
What is this, a ninny calling a bunch of ninnies a ninny? Oh, it's a hot...
Sir.
Wait a minute. Why couldn't they be chief petty officers?
Well, for one thing, sir, you know how you hate anyone who gets promoted before you do.
Oh, shut up. That's terrible. That isn't even true. I don't... You don't have the brains to realize it, but Admiral Hardesty has just handed me my passport to freedom right here. Oh, get out of my way. Go rent yourself a brain.
No, sir! He's gonna hate me when he finds out I'm wearing his pants.
Examinations for a chief petty officer's rating.
Yeah, how about that?
Who needs it?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a heck of a nice break. It gives you 8 balls a chance to get somewhere in this man's Navy.
Oh, now, Skip, we never pass a test like that.
My brain gets tired halfway through a comic book.
How do you know unless you try, huh?
Yeah, Skip's right.
But old Leadbottom would never okay us guys anyway.
You just know that, Skip.
He'd never promote us. If he had his choice, he'd break us to civilians.
Oh, we should be...
Oh, come on, Chuck. We're wasting time with these schlockmeisters. They got about as much ambition as my Uncle Dudley.
Hey,
and he's dead.
What do we do tonight? Check the nurses again?
Too bad, sir. Looks like the end of your plan to try and ship them out as CPOs.
There are your brains, you blabbermouth. What you saw was phase 1. Now we're ready for phase 2. Shut the window.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I thought you were out of there.
Lester, how would you like to be a chief petty officer?
A chief petty officer, sir?
You no doubt have seen this notification that went up on the bulletin board.
No, wait a minute, sir. If you think I was the one that penciled in Kilroy was here, you've got it all wrong.
See, Boomer, if you don't shut up when look, son, I have studied the CPO availabilities, you see, and there is only one man on this base who measures up to the high requirements that are needed by this rating. That man, Lester, that man is you.
Are you sure there isn't another Lester Gruber in this outfit?
Come over here, Lester. I want you to take a good look at the face of the future. Look in there. Dignity, recognition, and don't you forget the chief petty officers get 2 extra cans of beer every week. You're going to have a higher income. You're going to have money to burn, boy. All you have got to do is sign this application, and it's all yours.
I don't know about that dignity, Chaz, but I sure love those fringe benefits. Give me that pen, if you please.
Oh, yeah.
Gruber.
You write strong, Lester. Thank you, boy. Oh, here, take this. This is a gift from your commander. I want you to study this. There'll be a little test tomorrow. Of course, it's just a formality.
Chief Petty Officer Gruber. Why, even my bookie won't recognize me.
Now you run along. And, one other thing. Don't tell the other fellas. I'd hate to have them know that you're my favorite, Lester.
Anything you say, Wally.
I'll see you later now, boy. Run along. Carpenter, send the next one in.
Lee, sir, Chief Petty Officer.
And just think of all the fringe benefits, Virgil, my boy. You see, chiefs are invited to all of the dances at the Officers Club, and there are free cocktails, there's extra pay, and there are all the nurses you can have.
I'll sign.
Now, believe me, Willie, I have looked over all the availabilities. There is only one man on this base who measures up to the high standards required by this rating. And Christy, old pal, that man is you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you see, Tinker, I haven't made a mistake. Anybody can tell by taking one look at you. You are a born leader, boy.
Well, they're not in there either. Where are those guys?
I don't understand it. You know, I had to police the area myself this morning. An officer shouldn't be seen doing that, Skip.
Something's up. And there's our first suspect. Come on. Hold it right there, Gruber. All right, Chuck, get it.
Okay, Gruber, we got you this time.
Look at that, Skip. Caught him with the goods. The Navy manual.
The Navy manual?
That's right. What's wrong with that? Ain't a guy entitled to steady his craft? Case of attack.
Oh, there's something going on here, but what? I can't figure this one out.
Hey, wait a minute, Skip. I got it. Look, there's a war on, right?
Well, of course.
Well, now, there are 3,000 guys that are drafted every week, right?
Right.
Well, now, those guys got to be trained, right?
Right.
Well, don't you get it? Gruber's cornered the market on the Navy manual. I wonder how much he's going to charge.
I don't know, Chuck. Somehow, I don't think that's it.
Skip.
Aha! All right, Tinker, hand it over.
But Skip!
I got it, Skip. Look at that. Hey, a girly book. Well, at least you don't have to worry about him. He's acting normal.
Oh, yeah? Here, take a look at this, though.
Another Navy manual.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind? I'm a heavy reader.
A heavy reader. Oh, now I know something's up. I never saw any of you guys study anything before except maybe a racing form.
This is the worst thing you guys have ever done. I wish I knew what it was.
Let go of that. You let go of it. It's mine. No, it's not. It's mine.
Oh, now what? Come on.
You let go. For the last time, I'm telling you, Christy.
All right, break it up.
Hey, look at that, Skip. Another Navy manual. I'm telling you, they're cornering the market. Excuse me, Mr. Parker, but that's mine.
No, it's not. Binghamton gave it to me. You're lying. He gave it to me. He said that I was his choice to make chief.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I'm the one he picked.
You? He picked me.
You flipped. He said I was a born leader.
You a chief petty officer? That's a laugh.
Hold it, you numbskulls. Don't you guys see? Binghamton is playing footsie with you again. Look, he's conned each and every one of you guys into thinking that you're his choice to make chief.
It's so obvious. Don't you guys see what he's trying to do?
No, what?
Well, I mean, he's got a plan where he's gonna. Well, it's slick. How he's. You better tell him, Skip.
I don't know any more about it than you do, Chuck, or any one of you guys. All I know is that you can bet your plug hat that old Leadbottom is setting some kind of a trap. And he's using the chief's job for bait.
Well, Skip, what are we going to do? We've all signed to take that test tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
brother.
but there's nothing on the application I read that says we have to pass it.
Yeah, that's it, Skipper.
We'll take the test.
And we'll flunk it.
That's right.
Will you quiet them down, Skip, so a real chief petty officer can do some studying?
Hey, Chuck, are the guys still in there?
Yeah, did you find out anything?
Plenty. That 1500 this afternoon, all chief petty officers on this base are going to be transferred. Orders of Admiral Hardesty.
You mean if those guys passed it? Then that's the reason Binghamton... well, a dirty old man.
Boy, what a rough exam.
Oh, yeah, it was murder.
A real doozy.
You should have seen us, Skip. Wow, did we throw that test?
I didn't answer a question.
These are the pictures I drew. I played tic-tac-toe on mine. Two games.
Good work, because you don't know the narrow escape you guys just had.
If you guys would have passed that exam, you'd have been shipped out.
Shit, no, what are you
Together, don't give up the ship. All right, Elroy, here we are. Post the promotion list.
Yes, sir. The promotion list? You mean you've marked the exams already, sir?
Oh, yes. These are the results, McHale. Lester Gruber, 100. Virgil Edwards, 100.
Impossible.
George Christopher, 100. Willie Moss, 100. Uh-oh. Harrison Bell, 99. You didn't study.
Now, wait a minute, Captain.
Congratulations, you men are all promoted to Chief Petty Officer.
Now, Captain, you're pulling a fast one, and you know it.
We failed that test.
You framed us.
It's a double cross.
Yeah, I'm going to write my uncle. He's an air raid warden.
I'm proud of all you men, and I want to wish you success on your next assignment, wherever that might be.
Now, you can't do that, Captain.
I can't tell you how pleased I am. You men should be very proud of yourselves. Imagine 5 men in one crew all being promoted to Chief Petty Officer.
Admiral Hardesty, may I have permission to speak, sir?
Don't pay any attention to him, Admiral. It's McHale. He's a troublemaker.
But, sir, these men didn't pass legitimately, sir.
Admiral, he is just trying to grab the credit. You see, without these intelligent, highly trained, efficient men, he couldn't command a rowboat in Central Park.
Good so.
As good as you were.
But, sir, if you'll just look at the test paper, sir, you'll see for yourself.
At ease, McHale. I realize what a blow it is to lose your men like this, but it's all for the good of the war effort.
Carpenter?
Yes, sir.
Carpenter, march these men to the processing hut. They're shipping out at once.
Yes, sir.
After you, Admiral.
All right, men, we're moving out. Clear. Hey,
Skip, what are we going to do?
how do you do? Just a minute here. Just a minute. Did you men hear me? I distinctly said Ford Harch.
Well, that distinct. You show me anywhere in the regulations where it says anything about Harchie.
You just stand back.
Now, hold it, just a minute. Now, you better do like he says, fellas. I can't do a thing until I talk to the Admiral. Alone.
All right, men. Left. Pace. Forward. March.
Well, that's it, Fuji. The Admiral refused to see us, so with the crew gone, I guess the Skip and I'll be shipped out for sure.
Then what become of Fuji?
Gosh, I guess you have to give yourself up.
What? And become prisoner of war?
Now hear this. This is your captain speaking.
Oh, boy, it's a captain. You better hide.
All PC boat crews. Enemy sub just sighted. Latitude 49, longitude 65, bearing due west.
Hey,
I
boy,
repeat,
an enemy
this
sub.
is your captain
This is our
speaking.
opportunity
All
to prove to
boats,
the Admiral that he
stand
shouldn't
by.
break up a great crew.
PT 111, 115, and 112. Stand by for immediate action. Over and...
Hey, Captain Binghamton, you forgot the 73. This is Ensign Charles Parker, standing by in the deck of the 73, waiting for your orders.
Parker, I'm glad you reminded me. I've got orders for the 73, all right. I'm ordering it out first thing in the morning for target practice.
Right, target practice.
You read me right, Ensign.
He can't do that to gallant 73. That's an American.
Who's that?
Huh? Well, it was me, sir. Me. My voice just changed. The news came as such a shock. Always talk like this when receive bad news.
Will you shut up and get off the frequency, you dim-witted dodo?
Well, now, look, Captain, call me what you may, but please, sir, spare the 73. I mean, look, as one old salt to another. I mean, I beg of you to, Hello? I hung up.
Somebody told him out for target practice.
Can you imagine that? A gallant old 73 being executed like a traitor with her own guns. Well, I'm not going to let it happen. If the 73 goes down, she's going down fighting. Clear the deck, Fuji. I'm going after that sub.
No, Mr. Parker. You can't chase sub all alone.
Well, somebody's got to save the reputation of the 73. Now, you better sign on in a hurry. I'm going out on the double.
I better call Skipper-san. Uh-oh. What if operator asks me who Babe Ruth is? That may be Skipper now. Maybe not.
Where the heck is Mr. Parker? I told him to stand by.
Are you sure the admiral won't change his mind, Skip?
He can't do this to us.
Yeah, building the Union Pacific was nothing compared to this railroad job.
Oh, well. But I got to lose. One PW camp as good as next. Hello there, chaps. Lieutenant Smyther's here. Pipit and all that sort of what?
Fuji?
Skipper-san, how you know it's me?
Why, it was just a lucky guess, Fuji. And now look, where is Mr. Parker? He what? He took off on the 73?
What's the matter with him? For?
He out there somewhere, alone. Looking for son. He carry on like he combination John Wayne and Sesshu Hayakawa.
All right, calm down, Fuji. Yeah, listen, we'll do something. I don't know what, but we'll do it.
Righto. Hurry home.
Mr. Parker must have flipped. Well, get himself killed. We better do something and fast.
We can't just sit here. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Now, where do you muttonheads think you're going?
We're going to grab ourselves a boat and go after Mr. Parker.
Come over here. You guys out of your mind. Now, look, you cannot go out the front door like that. You're restricted to quarters. Remember? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Besides, the only boat around the place is the admiral's. And he... Hey.
Any questions, Skip?
Like I said, nobody's going out that front door. We'll use the back door. Come on! You guys see anything?
Aerial reconnaissance reports an enemy sub north of Kalawi, bearing 090.
090. Okay, Willie. And listen, stay on that radio and try to contact Mr. Parker. Now, look, Christy, pour the coal to her. We gotta try to catch him. Let's go, boy.
All right, Skip. Calling the 73. Calling the 73.
Use a 73 for target practice, Willie. I'll show that Binghamton. Boy, we're teeny little waves. Well, I know that sub's out there somewhere. Gotta find it. Just got to.
Skip, you see anything?
No, not a sign of him anywhere.
Nothing doing on the radio either. His set must be off.
Well, keep trying. We've got to catch him before he gets himself into a jam.
Now, you won't come up and fight, huh? All right, I'll give that sub a piece of my mind. Get him on the radio.
Battle stations, we're being attacked! Wrong button. Everybody keep calm. That's an order. Oh, this must be the radio. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. All right, you nips. I know you're down there.
Hey, it's Mr. Parker.
Hey, hold it. Chuck, this is McHale. Come in, 73.
Skip!
Over.
What are you doing out here?
Chuck, never mind that. What is your position?
Well, now, look, Skip. You shouldn't be out here. There's sharks in the water. You shouldn't be out here without a boat.
Chuck, we've got a boat. The admiral's boat. Look, just get your tail out of there fast before you get yourself killed.
Don't worry, Skip. I'm not afraid of any nip sub. No sirree. After all, this is for the honor of the 73.
Chuck, you listen to me. You turn that boat about and you proceed back to the base, and that's an order.
Sorry, Skip, but I'm not going to let Binghamton use the 73 for target practice.
Chuck, what was that?
Don't worry, Skip. If there's a nip sub out here, I'll get it. I promise.
Chuck, what's going on there? Come in.
Skip, you'll have to speak a little louder. There's a lot of static on this radio.
Chuck, you get out of there fast.
Boy, that shelling's not helping either. Skip! Skip, starboard off his starboard. Starboard bow. Port. Port is left, starboard.
Chuck, what's happening?
Skip, I'm engaged to the enemy. I'm engaged the enemy. I gotta go now.
No, Chuck, wait. Listen to me, boy. Listen, Chuck.
This is Ensign Parker of the United States Navy. If you give up, I promise that you'll all be treated fairly. So you want to fight dirty, huh? All right, you asked for it. If it's war you want, it's war you'll get.
Sounds like he's getting murdered.
We're still out of range.
We're gonna be too late.
Chuck, can you hear me? Come in, boy, come in.
Well, I'll teach you to mess with a 73, you lousy. Hey, that was us. Oh, I better take evasive action. These guys don't know when they're late.
Hello, 73. Hello, 73. Chuck, what's going on out there?
Hi, Skip. Say about those prisoners. They seem to have a little trouble making up their mind about surrendering.
Chuck, listen. You get your tail out of there fast. We're still out of range. You rev up those engines and go.
Right, Skip. Oh, boy, now let's see which one of these buttons is a rever-upper. Oh, boy, that wasn't it. Hello, Skip. Listen, I hope you won't be mad with me, but I just lost one of our torpedoes.
You lost a torpedo?
Yeah, but don't worry. I'll pay for it. You can take it out of my salary.
What's going on out there, Skip?
Did you see him?
Yeah, barely, just barely. I see it, Chuck.
Skip, we'll never get that one back. It's headed right for the sub.
What was that?
Oh, no, not the 73. Please, not the 73.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. He got the sub. Chuck, you got the sub, boy. You got it.
Yeah, I know. I did. I did.
Chuck, now look. We're approaching on your starboard beam. Can you see us, boy?
Looks like you didn't need our help, Mr. Parker.
You did it all yourself. It was beautiful.
Well, after all, I can't take all the credit. I mean, I was just looking for the rever-upper button, and, well, I pressed this one instead. So, oh, no. Leave it again. Hello, Skip. Listen, I hope you won't be mad, but I just had another little accident.
Now, don't you worry, Chuck. Listen, as far as we're concerned, a one-man task force like you can have all the accidents you want.
Skip, look, torpedo dead ahead.
Hard left.
Oh, no, it broached. Now it's heading right for us.
Oh, my gosh. Get out of the way, you guys.
Oh, it's too late.
We're goners.
Hang on!
Boy, I don't get it. I could have sworn Mr. Parker was on our side.
Skip, are you guys all right? Is everybody okay?
Yes, we're just fine. Get over here right away and pick us up at a double.
Right, Skip, I'll be right there. I hope the Admiral's a good sport about his boat.
Funny ship. Someday I'm going to look back at all this and just laugh. Boy, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh, Drobe. I'm going to laugh.
All right, you boat nappers. You're all under arrest for desertion. For stealing the Admiral's boat. For sinking U.S. naval...
Just a minute, Binghamton. Belay that. I'd trade my little PT boat for a sub any day.
You would?
No, I didn't say not to punish them, Binghamton. In fact, I want every one of these CPOs broken in rank. Back to their original ratings. After all, we can't let them off scot-free.
Oh, no, sir. We sure couldn't do that.
Bad boys should be treated like bad boys.
So I'm going to radio in a full report on that kill. Let's go.
Oh, but Admiral, they should be chiefs. They're loyal. They're trustworthy. They're good to their mothers.
Congratulations, Chuck. You just made naval history, boy. You sank a nip sub, an American PT boat, and a conniving captain, all in one day.
I'm not even winded.
That's our engine.
Dearest Pumpkin, taking a breather between battles to write you this note. As usual, I'm still leading raids, outfoxing the enemy, and striking the nips wherever I find.
All right, inside, all of you. Hubba, come on now. Quick!
What's the idea of bursting in here with these pirates when I was, what is this? What?
Oh, I've really got them this time, sir. They were going to put on a show, sir, with her. A hoochie-coochie show, sir.
Hoochie-coochie?
Oh, yes, but Captain, it's for a worthy cause.
Oh, yes, sir, to boost the morale of the hospital patients.
Allow me to introduce Lieutenant Susie Clayton, one of the newest additions to the Taratupa nurses staff.
It's a pleasure to be aboard, sir.
Oh, well, thank you, Lieutenant.
For your information, before the war, the lieutenant was widely known to theater-goers everywhere as Fabulous Fatima.
That's right, Captain. I was an interpretive dancer. You know the kind?
Yes, I know the kind. Yes, I mean, I know.
He knows, Lieutenant. Well, he's no prude.
He may not look it, but he's been around.
Of course he's been around. And so young to be a captain, too.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Yeah, as a matter of fact, sometimes I think that... What are you men gawking at? Now, you get out of here. I've got a lot of things to talk to Fatima, the lieutenant about. A lot of business. Out.
Oh, come on, let's get out of here. Hurry up, to on the double. America, get out here!
Captain, I'm so glad you changed your mind about our show.
Yes, why don't you call me Wally? After all, it is for the base recreation fund, and goodness knows we need recreation or funds, I mean.
Sorry, sir, let me help you.
Get down, grab these fingers off of that. What's the matter with you? Can't you see that's a work of art?
Oh, yes, it is beautiful, but, sir, it's your wife.
My wife? You numbskull's not my wife. My wife doesn't dress like that, man.
Sir, you don't understand. I just got a call from the airstrip. Your wife is here, sir, on the base.
How could you mistake a lovely thing like this for my wife? My wife has got to... My wife is on the base. Pumpkin? She's 5,000 miles. I just wrote her a letter.
Well, you can save the stamp, sir, because Pumpkin is... I mean, she's on her way in from the airstrip now.
Well, how? Where? Why?
It's the Women's Navy League, sir. Some of the women are on a tour of the hospitals of the South Pacific.
We got to tidy up the place.
Yes, sir, I'll help.
Heaven's sakes, my wife can't stand it. Here, tidy up.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, I got to get a picture out here. The dust. Get the dust.
I got it, sir.
How did this thing get in here, for heavens? Put that someplace. Get it out of here.
Sir, I
get it up there.
Don't get nervous.
What is
do you think
it?
about this?
Lieutenant, I can't hear. Susie, what is it? What?
You said you wanted to see my costume for the Anchors Away night.
Anchors Away? Well, you put that thing on, it'll be bye-bye Wally. Get out of here.
Come on, listen. Oh, sir. It's your wife. She's here now.
Well, don't just stand there for goodness. Hide some. Get under the desk.
Yes, sir.
That's the first place you'll look. Come out of there. No, safe. Get in safe. That's what Wally.
But is it safe,
No,
sir?
it's not safe.
How about the back door?
Back door. Why didn't you say so?
Yoo-hoo! Wallace!
You don't wish that.
Do something while you're out.
Hello?
Pumpkin.
Teddy bear!
Oh, my precious, you don't know how I've missed you.
And I, you dearest lord and master.
Isn't that... What's the matter, Elroy?
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but it was so touching. Just like that movie I saw last week with Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. He comes into the room.
All right. Stop that. Dear, this big crybaby is my aide. This is Lieutenant Carpenter.
How are you, Lieutenant?
Charmed, I'm sure, ma'am. I never knew a commanding officer's wife could be so lovely.
Oh.
Kid, poor kid. Come, dear, we've got an awful lot to talk about.
given so little time. They've only given me a few hours to visit you and the boys at the hospital.
Oh, well, welcome to Pentagon West.
Oh, you crazy, daring fool. How often I have read and reread your letters. Oh, those awful raids and the hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, you have every right to be proud, ma'am. The captain is always the first one down to the dock when the men come back. He's down there.
Are you still here?
Well, yes,
Well, you shouldn't be here. You should be out at the air raid shelters checking to see if they have enough air. Go.
Yes, sir.
Not that door, for heaven's sake. I tell you, Martha, the incompetent help I have here, everything right on my shoulders.
No, Teddy Bear. When is the Navy going to recognize your true qualities of leadership? You should at least be an admiral by now.
But you know the red tape. I don't care about that. There's only one thing on my mind, and that is winning this ugly, dirty war.
What a job for a fighting man.
All right, Captain. Here's the balloons you ordered.
Balloons? Why, Wallace?
You stoop. What is the matter with you? I meant weather balloons. Weather balloons.
Weather balloons? Oh, for crying out loud.
How do you do, ma'am? You must be another chorus girl for the show. Boy, is he ever scraping a barrel.
Chorus girl?
This is my wife. He's always making those stupid jokes.
Oh, that must be the nitwit ensign that you're always writing about. And you're Chicken McHale.
What?
Oh, the nerve. You are a disgrace to the Navy.
Tell him, Mama.
Now, just a minute, Mrs. Binghamton. I don't know what the captain wrote to you, but it's about time you finally learned the truth.
McHale, I will tell her the truth. And it is this. If you don't get out of here and take Goofy with you, you're both going to end up in the brig, and that is the truth.
Now, wait just a minute,
Never
sir.
your mind. Come on, out. Oh, out.
We won't have any for the show.
What show?
I don't know anything about a show, Martha. They must be going to put on a show behind my back. Now, you men read me. There will be no show. Do you understand me? No show. I'm out of here. Out. Out of here. Out.
How do you like that lead bottom?
How about all those fibs he told about us?
Yeah.
And how about that wife of his?
Oh, boy. That's one pumpkin I never want to meet, even on Halloween. Hey, look at this. Weather balloons, he says.
Well, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Boy, gee, I'm sorry, sure. I should have fought.
Oh, you murderers! You killed the captain!
Hey, go out! Oh, you just rest easy now, Captain.
Here, let me fluff up his pillows.
You menace! Get away from here! Oh, you poor dear. After going through all those battles without a scratch, and now this.
Oh, he hasn't got a scratch.
Wait a minute, I'll get that. I'll get that. Hello? What kind of a thing is this? Can't you do anything right? Right, Binghamton here. Hurry up, I'm gonna throw him again. Oh, Admiral Rogers, how are you?
I just landed on your airstrip, Binghamton. While they're refueling, I thought I'd touch base and see how things are going.
How going? Going. Oh, things are going fine, Admiral. Just fine.
Fine, Wallace, how can you say that? Let me speak to him.
The Admiral's a very busy man. You can't talk to him.
Well, it's about time somebody told him what's going on around here. Let me have the phone. Teddy Bear?
Binghamton, what's going on over there?
Admiral Rogers? This is Mrs. Binghamton speaking. Oh, it's so good to talk to you.
Mrs. Binghamton?
Oh, I'm here with the Women's League, touring the hospitals. Oh, I'd love to meet you, Admiral. The captain and I are giving a little reception over at the Officers Club. Why don't you join us and we'll have a lovely chat over a glass of punch?
What reception? I'm not giving it. Did you ever see him drink?
You'll come, Admiral?
Yes, I'll be there.
Oh, wonderful. Teddy Bear, he's coming.
What how could you do a thing like this? This is a country club. It's a war zone.
But don't you understand this may mean a promotion for you? Why, if the Admiral hears 1/10 of what you wrote me in your letters...
Letters? Oh, Martha, darling, you wouldn't mention the letters, would you? Would you? Don't mention the letters. They're very personal letters. They're full of top secrets. They're sealed with a kiss.
And as for you two troublemakers, the Admiral's going to hear about you but good. You have committed your last act of treason around here.
Treason? Now, look, Captain...
You're wasting your breath. I've got to get over at the officers' club and get started on the hors d'oeuvres.
For the last time.
Dearest sweetheart, you sit right down here and rest, and then you change your clothes. Pumpkin will take care of everything. And when I've finished talking with the Admiral, you won't be a captain anymore.
You can say that again.
Yeah, well, what are you complaining about? Punk will probably have us shipped back to boot camp.
Yeah. McHale, you gotta do something. You're in this just as deep as I am. If she gets the Admiral's ear, we're all dead.
Well, now, what can I do? What can we possibly do to keep those two apart? How you tell me?
Hey, I got an idea. Look, suppose we tell the Admiral that Mrs. Binghamton had to fly home because she forgot that she left the water running in the bathtub.
Water in the bathtub. Water on the brain, that's what you've got.
No, wait a minute, Captain. No, just a second, sir. Now, look, when the Admiral does come, why couldn't you tell him that your wife is gone? In the meantime, Chuck and I will stall her down at the club until he leaves, huh? And that way they couldn't possibly see each other. Huh?
That could work.
Yeah?
It's risky, though. I mean, lying to the Admiral, that's risky. My whole career is at stake.
Oh, then you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. No, my navigator, don't hit him with the head. Not the head.
Oh, boy, it's gonna be murder. 2 boatloads of Marines arriving. We gotta tell them the show's been canceled.
Why can't we just give them their money back? Are you kidding? If we give those gyrenes anything, it better be shaped like a girl.
Hi, fellas. How's this for the opening number?
What opening number? Didn't you get the word? Old Leadbottom canceled the show.
No, I just got off duty. Well, he can't cancel the show. What about the guys in the ward? They're counting on it.
We're liable to be in the wards ourselves when those Marines get through with us.
I'm not going to stand still for this. I'm going to go and talk to the captain and make him change his mind.
Coming, Admiral, coming. All right, come in.
Captain, I want to talk to you about the show.
Susie, good heavens, what are you doing here? I can't talk to you. Go away.
But, Wally...
Don't call me Wally. Not ever, Wally. Now, dismissed.
Captain, this is important. We just have to do that show.
Show? What's the matter? My wife is here and the Admiral is coming and you... what are you, some kind of a troublemaker or something? Now you get out of here. Out. Admiral Rogers. Oh, if he sees me with you and you with me, me like this, we'll be drummed out of the Navy.
So, what'll I do?
What do you do? Wait a minute. Hide. Don't just stand there. Hide. Quick, get under there. No, it's the first place you look. Get off there. Get behind the lamp. Get behind the lamp. That's it. Don't show. You're showing. Come on, there. Stop showing.
Right this way, sir.
Listen, help me with this thing. It's stuck, for heaven's sake.
The captain's expecting you. Oh, Captain. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Binghamton. I didn't mean to barge in on your little family reunion.
Admiral, this is not what you think.
Oh, well, now, there's no need to apologize, Binghamton. I know what these war separations are like, especially from a wife as lovely as yours. This is indeed a pleasure, Mrs. Binghamton.
Binghamton?
Mrs. Binghamton. Oh, sure, this is Susie.
Susie Binghamton. Susie Binghamton. That's what it says on the marriage license, my dear.
Yes, sir. Yes, Captain. Darling.
This is certainly a surprise, Binghamton. An older man like you having such a lovely young wife.
Well, I'm not old. It's just that I worry a lot. Like now. I mean, the war and all, you know. And speaking of the war, Admiral, I know you're anxious to get back to it. Carpenter, take the Admiral to his plane.
Oh, relax, Wally. There's no hurry. Besides, I'm looking forward to the reception Mrs. Binghamton planned at the Officers' Club.
Oh, well, that's just a lot of warmed-over tuna fish and some stale lemonade. You'd hate that.
Nonsense. I wouldn't think of disappointing this little lady. As a matter of fact, while you're getting dressed, I could escort Mrs. Binghamton over to the club.
Well, if that's the way you feel, Admiral, then Elroy, you drive the Admiral over.
And I wish you would call me Bruce.
Well, goodbye, Susie. Bruce. Admiral, you drive them over to the officers' club and then take the long way and drive slowly. Slowly. Bruce. Okay, give me the officers' club. It's a matter of life and death.
I wonder what's keeping the captain.
Oh, yeah. Boy, she'd make a great wife for Captain Blind.
Lieutenant Commander McHale here. Oh, yes, sir, Captain. What? He thinks Susie... Oh, all right. Okay, sir. I'll do the best I can, sir. Yes, sir. Holy Hannah.
What's the problem, Skip?
The Admiral and Susie are on their way over here. And the Admiral thinks that Susie is Mrs. Binghamton.
What do you say we volunteer for a suicide mission?
Why are you men standing around? There's work to be done.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Mrs. Binghamton, you see, that was the Admiral on the phone. And, yes, he said he was going to be detained for a few hours. Yes, a staff meeting, you know.
Oh, what a shame.
Yes. But he suggested that you use this time for your hospital tour.
You're right. Hospital tour, right. It was not ordered. Right?
Oh, well, in that case, we better go.
Oh, yes.
Commander, I have to get my purse.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Skip. It's the Admiral and Susie.
All right, men, I'm ready to go.
Oh, but Mrs. Binghamton, instead of taking the long way, why don't we take the short way out through the bag?
Down through the obstacle course.
Yes,
Boy, you're gonna love it. Walk over the barricade and everything.
And you know, Susie, I can't get over it. You sounded so much older over the phone.
Now, for the moment of truth. Card selected. And there's your card, the Jack of Hearts. Queen of Diamonds. That was close.
Look, Gruber, we didn't pay $5 to see some crummy card tricks. Now bring on a dancing girl.
What's all this commotion? What's going on?
You mean that's Fatima? We've been robbed. We want double our money back.
Hold it. Now, there seems to have been a slight case of misunderstanding here, boys.
It sure has been, Commander. We came here to see a show with girls.
All right, hold it. Well, I'm sorry, Mac, but the show has just been canceled. So if you'll just...
Just a moment, McHale. If these poor boys came here for a show, they should have a show. Now, how about a community sing?
Community sing? Oh, that sounds great.
Are you kidding, Commander?
I said it sounds great, huh, boys?
Community sing. Oh, what fun. Hey, we like that, huh? You can count me in.
Yeah, me too.
Well, splendid. Now, shall we start with Genevieve, sweet Genevieve? She of sea. Oh, Genevieve, Genevieve. The days may come, the days may go.
Let me see if I can find a record with a Latin beat, huh?
Captain, I can't go on playing your wife. Why don't we just tell him the truth?
And get court-martialed? You are going to be my wife until I ask for a separation. That's an order.
What is an order, Binghamton?
What is an order? Oh, I was just telling Susie that she hasn't got time to order another drink. You see, they're expecting her at the hospital tour.
Oh, that hospital tour. I have a little time. Maybe I could join you. Well, of course, we could go over there together.
Together? We'll go over there together. Oh, you wouldn't want to go over there, Admiral. Oh, no, it's very dangerous over there. You see, it's full of disease and pestilence.
Captain, if This little lady can go over there. It's certainly safe enough for us.
Well, I'll tell you what then, Admiral. You go on, and I'll phone ahead. I'll have them spray the wards. You can't be too careful.
All right. Come along, Susie.
Things going around.
What? Okay, Captain. All right, I'll get her out of the way. Yeah, okay. Doggone it. More trouble. The Admiral and Susie are on their way here. We gotta ditch Mrs. Binghamton.
Gee, she was just starting to sing on key.
Now, hold it, everybody. I'm awfully sorry. I hate to break up the show, ladies and gentlemen, but I've got to take your Sunshine Gal away.
Oh, I don't understand.
Would you see, ma'am, the CB hospital just called. They were on the telephone, and they heard you were here, and, well, they're just dying to see you.
Oh, really? Oh, for goodness sake.
Mr. Parker will drive you right over. You better get going, because they're real anxious.
Goodbye. It's been fun. Good luck with the war.
Skip, there's no CB hospital.
I know. Just take her for a Jeep ride anywhere. Go on, get going.
Come along, Ensign. I can't keep my fans waiting. Oh, if the girls at the Weight Watchers Club could only see me now.
Yes.
Farewell.
Okay, Gruber, start saying your prayers.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? Which reminds me, I've got to go get a pair.
All right, boys, let's keep the ball rolling. How about a nice fast course from the halls of Montezuma, huh?
Hey, look, fellas, that must be Fatima.
Turn, hut! You guys wanted your money back.
Well, what's going on here, Commander?
Oh, you see, Susie here promised to demonstrate a little dance for the boys. Yes, sir. But since you have to rush off, sir...
Why, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Unless the captain has some objections.
Objections? I have no objections. I mean, she wants to let her dance. I mean, nothing is too good for the boys. Want to see something?
Yeah.
Barrel of fun at parties.
Oh,
at home, we can't keep up with the invitations.
Admiral Rogers, an urgent signal for you, sir, from Comfleet. You ought to proceed immediately to Kanakai.
Of all the blasted luck.
Oh, yes, Admiral, that's terrible luck. Just awful luck, but...
well, don't worry, sir. We'll send along your regrets a little later.
Well, good. Goodbye, boys. Have a good time. And thanks for your hospitality, Binghamton. Oh, you're a lucky fellow.
Bon voyage, Admiral.
Happy landing, sir.
Bye. We'll wave, Elroy. Never mind. Well, we did it, McHale. We kept the Admiral and Pumpkin apart. By the way, where is my wife?
Oh, well, Mr. Parker's keeping her busy with a Jeep ride, sir. Till the pressure is off, sir.
Remind me to put it in.
Oh, sir.
Yes,
sir. There's Ensign Parker and Mrs. Binghamton now, sir. Sir, he's helping her aboard. Tell everybody at home we're doing our best.
Let's put her on board with the Admiral. We gotta stop them. Stop the plane!
Chuck, for the love of Mike, what have you done, huh? What have you done?
Well, what did I tell you? See, when I saw the plane, I got a brainstorm. I told Mrs. Binghamton there was an alert, and I put her on there before she could think twice.
No, Ninny, that's the Admiral's plane. You'll put her on board with the Admiral.
The Admiral? Well, now she's going to show him all your letters, and he's going to tell her all about Susie. Well, I guess I better be going.
See what you think of this. Dear Admiral Rogers, don't lean on my desk.
Oh, sorry.
By now you must know the whole story, so there is little point in my deceiving you any further. I hereby confess my full guilt for all that has happened here and respectfully await my punishment. Now, McHale, how's that sound?
Captain, you have my undying respect, sir.
I mean a full confession. It takes guts to sign a letter like that, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not signing it, you big dummy. Parker is. Here.
Me? Will not. Don't you do it, boy. No, sir. You can't make him do that. Now, wait a minute, Captain. Now, wait just a minute.
Thanks a million.
All right, you swabbies. Who's going to sound like the next two-fisted hero of World War II? Measly old sawbuck, nail yourself a nip fighter.
And it's all recorded for the folks back home.
I got a 10 spot. I want to shoot down a 0. Just have right down, lad. Your slightest wish is our command. 1-0, coming up.
There he is! They're on 3 o'clock! Let him have it!
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. North America and all the ships at sea. This is your combat correspondent, John Cameron Gruber, speaking to you from somewhere in the South Pacific. One of the greatest battles of the war is now in progress.
Watch out! The bandits diving! It's hammers!
Somebody just shot down a nip 0. I tell you, folks, this is the greatest exhibition of shooting I have ever seen. You there, gunner, what's your name?
Seaman First Class Larry Foster of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hi, Mom.
Okay, mate. That'll be $2.50 extra.
$2.50?
That's right, $2.50 extra for a little personal salutation.
All right, now, who's the next satisfied customer? Come on, show Mom the kind of stuff you're made of.
Hey, now what's going on here? Come on, you guys don't belong here. Shove off. All right, you bunch of screaming memes. You're making enough racket here to start World War III.
Yeah, we haven't finished with the second one yet.
Just giving a guy some main side, a little gunnery practice, that's all.
Gunnery practice, my Aunt Matilda. Send the records to the folk back. Sound like a hero? You lunkheads! You took Binghamton's new dictating machine? You know he's just taking to pin something on us. So this machine is going right back to his office right now. Hey, Skip, look! Hit the deck, boys. Get on that gun.
Hi, Mom. This is your son, Charles, talking. Right now, the guys are in the middle of a real swell air raid. Air raid? Yikes!
Chuck, take cover.
Hi, Mom. This is your son, Charles, chickening out. Checking out. So long.
Watch where I'm going.
But, sir, how could I when you were the one who fell...
Shut up. Don't argue with me. Get these reports out before you get in any more trouble.
Aye, sir. But, sir, couldn't they wait until morning? After all, it is late, and I'd like to...
Couldn't they wait until morning? Why do you think I rushed back from Comfleet? I want to get these things out tonight. I can't wait to use my new dictating machine. Think of it, Elroy. My very own dictating machine.
Oh, sir.
Oh, I'm going to have these reports out in no time. I can hardly wait. All I've got to do is pick up the microphone, push the little button, and it's gone. Gone. My very own brand new dictating. Gone.
Oh, no, sir, it can't be, sir. Let me take a look. Maybe it's in the
Don't
back of the
tell
truck.
me what I can't see. What are you crying about? It's my dictating machine.
Sir, would you please open the drawer just a little, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. You're so kind.
Nothing sacred to these pirates.
Pirates, sir? What pirates?
McHale and his pirates, you fathead. Now you call the MPs and meet me down at the gate.
Look out for the chair, sir.
Mind the chair. I'm going to catch him with the goods.
Yes, sir.
Who was that? Get the number of that.
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. No harm done, sir.
You. I might have known it was you.
Here, sir, hold this. I'll brush you off.
Oh, my heavens. Why should I hold this? What am I, your servant? Hold this yourself. But I don't know. Wait a minute. That's my dictating machine. You give it back to me, you bandit, you.
Yes, sir. Talk to it in good health, sir.
Come back here, you thief. Carpenter! Carpenter! Come back here, you thief!
Coming!
You'll kill you, baboon!
Yes, sir, I'm a baboon. Sir, you found it. But what happened?
Is that Parker? That thief, that brigand, he stole my dictating machine. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Here, hold this. I want to get all this down. To whom it may concern, this is Captain Wallace B. Binghamton speaking. I hereby swear that I saw Ensign Charles Parker.
Sir!
What is it?
Sir, you better stop dictating. The machine isn't plugged in.
Well, go plug.
Yes!
Well, that's the whole story, Skip. I handed him the machine and ran like crazy.
Oh, brother. Of all the lousy breaks, he'll charge you with everything in the books.
Yeah, what? Oh, wait a minute. Not everything, Skip. At least I remember to salute.
All right, where's that bald-headed Dillinger? Where?
Oh, boy, there he is now, Skip. Look, shut your eyes. If you don't see where I'm going to hide, then you won't have to tell a lie.
All right, McHale, where is he? Where's that Parker? He's under arrest for stealing my dictating machine. Now, you hand him over to me, or I'll nail you for harboring a public enemy.
Mr. Parker, a public enemy? Oh, come on now, Captain. You gotta be kidding.
Don't you bat those beady little eyes at me, you big faker. Now, where is he? Spread out, you men. Look for him. Is he out here? He must be out here.
Hi, gang. I just lost a collar button.
You just lost 20 years, you ex-ensign, you. Get up out of there. That's the penalty for grand larceny.
Grand larceny? Oh, come on now, Captain. It was just a small dictating machine.
It's a small dictating machine worth over $100, and that makes it grand larceny.
No, wait a minute, Captain. Look, you got Mr. Parker all wrong. You see, actually, the truth is that he had found it, and he was just returning it. That's the truth.
All right, my name is Rumpelstiltskin.
Look, I hate to interrupt, but you're stretching my ear.
Oh, is that right? I'll have to stretch your neck. Come on, I can't wait for the court-martial.
No, court-martial? No, that's ridiculous, Captain. Besides, you didn't even have any witnesses.
Oh, didn't I? Well, this time I had 2 witnesses, McHale. I caught this sneak thief with my own 2 eyes. How do you like that? I saw him with my own 2 baby blues.
Gee, I always thought they were brown.
Holy, ow! Oh, you did that.
Oh, boy. And I promised my mom I'd be right home after the war.
We're sure sorry, Mr. Parker.
Yeah, it's all our fault.
If it wasn't for our crummy racket, you wouldn't be here.
Don't worry about it, you guys. They say you get used to prison life after the first 20 years.
Oh, no, come on, Chuck. Believe that kind of talk. We got you into this mess, and we're going to get you out.
That's what you think, McHale. Flying in tomorrow to preside over the court-martial at my personal invitation is the Chief Legal Officer of the Pacific Fleet, Admiral Chester Beatty.
Old Rockpile Beatty?
Oh, no, he'd lock up his own grandmother for jaywalking.
Oh, sure. Come on, Captain. You can't do that.
Knock it off. Now, the Admiral will be here at 1300 hours tomorrow. And in the meantime, just to make sure there is no hanky-panky, Carpenter!
Oh, now, Captain, aren't you going a little bit too far?
You and your bunch of pirates running around free, don't be ridiculous. Carpenter, you've got your orders?
Yes, sir. Maintain an around-the-clock watch. Safety off. And if Ensign Parker tries to escape, or any of these men try to enter, shoot. To kill.
Any questions, McHale?
I have a question, sir. Could I leave the room?
Shut your mouth. Now, the rest of you bilge rats, I want you out of here. I want you out of here on the double. Because if you're not, Carpenter will make mincemeat out of you. This is no peace.
Here you go, Captain.
That's me, you nitwit. Them.
There must be something we can do.
Sure, but what? Binghamton caught him with the goods that you guys took. Huh. He actually saw Chuck with that dictating machine, and there's no way to change that. Or is there?
What are you driving at, Skip?
Take a look at that.
The man of 1,000 faces.
Of course, that's it. Look, boys, why not make the man of 1,000 faces out of Mr. Parker?
What are you talking about?
Come here, boys, come here. Look, what if we can convince Binghamton, huh? That he sees Chuck all over the place. I mean, everywhere he goes. If we can shake up Binghamton enough, who knows? He might even begin to question his own testimony. He might even call off the court-martial. Good work, Skip.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
Come on, Mr. Parker. It's getaway day.
Hey, don't you know that breaking out of brig is against regulations? Besides, Carpenter will hear us. Shh.
Don't worry about a thing. The skipper's got an idea to kill a sound. Now, look, mess up your bunk. Quick. Make it look like you're still in it.
Mess up my bunk? Mess up flunk inspection.
Hold it, you two. Stepping on fire.
Now, Carpy, is that any way to talk? We just came here to spread a little sunshine into the life of your poor prisoner. You see, this is Ensign Parker's tuba. His mother just sent it to him.
Nobody but nobody goes near the prisoner.
All we want him to know is that his tuba is here. Oh, come on, play, Maestro, play.
Well, that's about as noisy as it's going to get.
Stop the music! Order him to stop, Commander! What'd you say, Carpy?
Hold it, Dicker. I guess I know when we're linked. He's just not a music lover.
And the captain is going to hear about this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, come on, Tinker, let's blow.
Anything you say, Skip.
No.
Come on.
Oh, you mean that blow?
Hey, Marshal, come on, get going. Will you get going?
Mr. Parker, will you stand still? Oh, wait a minute. You can't do this to me. I'm an officer.
Quiet. Now, look. Stop your yakking and start listening. I'm going to explain to you everything on the way over to Leadbottom's office. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. I'll never smile again until I smile at you. What do you want breaking in here like that? What is it? What?
Well, sir, you see, I came over here, sir, to make a personal appeal to you, sir, from Mr. Parker.
Well, negative. Appeal denied. When I get through with that menace, he is going to end up as a cage tender for the Birdman of Alcatraz. That's all recorded, too. Now, Yeoman Tate, send those court-martial papers in here.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, that'll be all, Tate. And another thing, McHale, I don't have...
Anything wrong, sir?
That yeoman. Did he look like my yeoman to you?
Yeoman Tate? But of course. Who else?
Well, I don't know who else, but I mean, for a minute there, we no, good enough. Well, I gotta be getting over to the barbershop, McHale. I want to look my best for the court-martial.
Yes, but I'm not counting anything. Could just give Mr. Parker a break,
Oh,
sir.
I'll give him a break, all right. I'll give him a rock pile with little rocks.
Okay, boys. Step number 1 worked. Now for step number 2. Chuck, we're heading for the barbershop. Come on.
The barbershop? Wait a minute. I just got a haircut 2 days ago, and with a head like mine, who needs another one?
Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's take this thing.
How's that, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Here you are, Smitty. Take yourself a short walk and buy yourself a long beer. I'll be alone with the captain.
Oh, what for?
I'm a big tipper. You want my 20 or his dime? Just a second. And drink slow.
Hey, Chuck, it's shaving time.
That'll never work, Skip. I can't stand the sight of blood.
It's either your neck or his. Now, come on, get going.
Would you be careful, you clod?
No. How close would you like it, sir?
I mean, how close would I like it? Oh, no. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm just getting ready to shave you, sir.
Oh, no, you keep away from me. You're not the barber. You're not Smitty. You're...
Well,
I guess I'm next, huh, Smitty?
all right, Commander. You're the next victim.
Smitty. What do you call him Smitty for? Not Smitty. That's Parker.
Captain, you feeling all right? How could Smitty here be Mr. Parker when you know Mr. Parker's behind bars?
Come on, boys, I haven't got all day.
Because he's not behind bars, that's why. How could he be behind bars? And I'm going to prove he's not behind. When I do, oh, believe me, are you people going to get it? Oh, this guy got
Gee, I'm just getting the hang of it.
Come on, out the back way into your cell. Hurry up, I'll try to slow him.
Oh, Captain, sir, you've really worked yourself up into a lather this time.
Now, lather you bumbling nincompoop, deserting your post against orders and letting that other bumbling nincompoop escape.
Sir, no, I haven't left this room, sir. And Ensign Parker has not left that cell either, sir.
Don't you lie to me. I tell you, Parker's as free as a bird. I saw him in my office, and I saw him in the barber shop.
No, Captain. You've got too much Ensign Parker on the brain, sir. Yes, you've been so bugged with him lately. Well, you're having hallucinations.
Oh, hallucination. Since when does a hallucination hold a razor blade right up to his captain's throat? I tell you, Parker's gone. He's gone. Now, you look for yourself. Just take a look in there. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, hi, Captain. Hey, a little early in the year for trick-or-treating, isn't it?
No. It can't be him. It can't be him.
Okay, Mr. Parker, here we go again.
You think you keep seeing Mr. Parker everywhere, like the night that you thought you saw him with your dictating machine.
Oh, no. I saw him. I tell you, I saw him. What's my nerves?
Yes.
My nerves are shot. I'm worn out. They're just worn to a frazzle.
Yes.
Oh, that could be it, sir.
Yes, what you need is a tranquilizer, sir. Come, I'll take you down to the hospital right away. Come right down one.
I'd take you, sir, but I'm on duty.
No, I never could count on you. Thank you, McHale. Thank you. I mean, one Parker is enough. If you see Parkers everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and be careful. I'm a sick.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Gentle.
Yeah.
Well, now, where is everybody? I need help.
Yes. A nurse.
You rang?
Yeah. She's him. I mean, he's her. There's Parker.
There you go again, sir. No. That's Nurse Collins. See, right there.
But you can call me Eloise.
No. You keep away from me, you hallucination. I tell you, it's him.
Well, if you're referring to me, at least you could say it's her. Oh. Yeah, such a little pulse with such a big boy. Well, 1:45. Now, let me see. Open your mouth, please. Say, ow. Ears, check. Well, he's got it, definitely got it, no doubt about it. Bad case, desk fatigue.
Desk fatigue?
Oh, yes, definitely, you little dear. But don't you worry. Lucky for you, the Dr. von Kleinkramer's on base.
Dr. von Kleinkramer? The free psychiatrist here on Taratuba?
Yes, but just for a day. But don't you worry, little dear. I'm going to send him right over to your quarters.
Would you do that? Oh, that's a bless you, nurse. Bless you, because I need help and love. Lots of love.
Oh, well, I get off duty in a couple of hours.
Come on, Captain. We better go wait for the doctor.
Just a minute. This should happen to me. I mean, the tiger of Taratuba cracking up in my prime like this.
Oh, yes. Well, now, you just lay right down there, sir. Yes. Don't you worry about a thing. Dr. Kleinkramer should be here any minute now. Yes, I will. Come right in, Doctor. Come in.
Good Abend, mein Herr. Well, now, this must be the sickie with the psychosomatic head.
Yes. Dr. Kleinkramer. You're Dr. Kleinkramer?
You expecting maybe Sigmund Freud?
Well, now, sit down.
Oh, yes. Well, now, tell me your problem. When did you first start hating your mother?
I don't know. Well, maybe I better explain, Doctor. You see, the captain doesn't really hate his mother, do you, sir? No. You see, he's sort of a... Well, he kind of hates an Ensign Parker. And it's gotten so bad that every time he sees somebody, he thinks they look exactly like Ensign Parker.
I even think that you look like Ensign Parker. Isn't that ridiculous?
That's ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Come on. His libido is all jammed up with the middle block.
I know.
He's out of his schnitzel picking mind.
Yes, and he certainly isn't fit to appear on a witness stand, is he, sir?
No. Why, he's an absolute strudel. That's German for fruitcake.
I forgot about the court-martial, McHale. I mean, if the admiral sees me in this condition, I'll lose my stripes. McHale, what am I going to do?
Well, sir, you could call off the court-martial. Yes, why don't you send an urgent call to Fleet Headquarters and tell Admiral Beatty not to come tomorrow?
That is an excellent suggestion, Boobler.
You like it? That's a good idea.
Yes, here you are, sir. Here's the phone, sir.
Hello, this is your Boobler speaking.
It's going. Don't worry. The skip knows what he's doing. Yeah, but does Mr. Parker?
There's one consolation. Even if Mr. Parker bombs out, he can't be in any worse trouble than he's in now.
That's what you think. Fire in the paint lock.
It's a VIP chariot.
It couldn't be anyone but Admiral Beatty.
He must have flown in a day early.
Oh, brother, what are we going to do? We're going to pray a lot. That's what we're going to do.
You heard me. I want the court-martial canceled. I want you to give this thing top priority. I want it wiped off of the record.
Off the record? Yeah, well, I guess that closed the book on this case.
Run along, Doctor, now. I think you got some more house calls to make, huh?
Oh, no, actually, this is the last kook of the day. Oh, Octolieber.
Wait a minute, Doctor. You're Parker.
No, Captain. No. You're just having another one of your hallucinations.
Oh, hallucinations, my USO makeup kit of all the slimy, dastardly...
No, Captain. Listen to me. About the beard, sir. You see, the doctor here is so young that he uses the beard to make himself older. Better be running on, Doctor. Bye-bye.
You come back here. You think I'm cracked? Where do you see your skull when I get through with it?
Now, calm down, sir. Calm down. You're a very sick man.
And you're a very cooked goose, McHale. The court-martial is on again, bigger than better than ever. No, you stop that. Listen to Captain. You get me the Radio Shack. Don't you do that again. I don't care the line is busy. You get busy, and you unbusy it.
Now, Captain, you're getting yourself all excited.
What have you got cooked up this time? Oh, for heaven's sake. Don't you two know when you've had enough?
I beg your pardon. I'm Admiral Beatty.
Admiral Beatty. Put those phonies up the ledge and that phony braid on your hat.
Captain, no, stop. You don't know what you're doing, sir. Stop.
I don't, huh? And those phony chicken feathers on your upper lip. Get your hands off me, you blithering idiot hoe! How dare I? I dare because you know Admiral. You are Parker. No,
Did you call me, sir?
Chloe, I was... Parker?
I know, Captain, I know.
Have a cup, Coach.
Oh, hi, Skip. Mr. Parker.
How about some fresh coffee?
Hey, where'd you guys get the neat coffee maker?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like the one at Binghamton just bought for the officers' club.
Oh, no. What do you say we draw straws to see who takes it back this time?
The thick skull, marble-brained, bone-headed stunts! Haven't you schlock masters had enough? Don't you know what Binghamton will do to us this time if he catches us? Oh, McHale here!
And Captain Binghamton here.
Captain Binghamton? Now, look, Captain, I can explain everything, sir.
Now, hold it, McHale. Hold it. Before you start with those cockamamie excuses of yours, I want you to know that I know that you and your bunch of privateers have swiped my new coffee maker. But after what I have just been through, I don't care. You understand that? I don't care. You can keep it. You can keep it.
Are you all right, sir?
I'm fine.
his recovery from the floor, a miraculous transformation from fury to frailty, a beatific, if somewhat manic and highly suspect, smile spread across his face. He even managed to produce a faint, pathetic moan, a sound he had perfected after years of feigning various ailments to avoid tedious administrative tasks. He staggered over to his cot, an ancient canvas affair that perpetually smelled of mildew, threw himself onto it with a grunt that decidedly belied his alleged sickness, and pulled a grubby, stained blanket over himself, burying his head with theatrical flourish. I don't remember anything, all right? My memory is a sieve, quick step, a veritable sieve, full of holes. It's a trick, boys, a cruel trick of fate. My mind has gone to some happy place where there are no admirals. No, garter belts. I'm a very sick man, don't forget. An invalid, you hear me? A helpless, decrepit invalid at the mercy of my subordinates. Just then, the door creaked open, admitting Commander Finn McGinty. Fine. A man whose easy grin and perpetually crumpled uniform suggested a lifelong indifference to regulations, much to Bumble's eternal chagrin. Paused in the doorway, his keen eyes taking in the chaotic scene. The overturned chair, the dust-covered Commodore dramatically moaning on the cot, the flustered aides. His PT boat, the Coral Cat, was a ramshackle miracle of ingenuity, held together by sheer willpower and questionable engineering, much like its commander himself. His crew, Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, the nervous, neurotic second-in-command. Specs Miller, the bespectacled intellectual who saw the universe through a prism of obscure facts. Gizmo Jenkins, the mechanical savant who could fix anything with a paperclip and a prayer. Doodle Higgins, the perpetually hungry and good-natured simpleton whose heart was as big as his appetite. And Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, the grizzled, tough-as-nails veteran who preferred the company of a good rifle to petty officer squabbles, were an equally motley but fiercely loyal bunch. They were currently somewhere between inventing a new method for deep-sea poker and attempting to distill jungle juice from fermented fruit in defiance of several naval directives. "Oh, hi, Commodore," Finn said, his voice laced with mild, almost comical surprise, his hands casually tucked into his pockets, utterly unfooled by the dramatic display. He leaned against the doorframe, a picture of relaxed skepticism, one eyebrow slightly raised. "What's wrong, sir? Are you having one of your usual, dramatic episodes? Commodore, your coloring is particularly vivid today, sir." He eyed the fallen chair and the twitching blanket with a discernible smirk. Bumble, from beneath the blanket, groaned pitifully, his voice muffled, a low, drawn-out sound of suffering. "Oh, McGinty, I don't know, McGinty. It's taking a lot of tests. I tell you, a battery of diagnostic procedures that would fell a lesser man. My very life force is being analyzed. I haven't got any answers yet. Confound it all. The very doctors are baffled. Their instruments fail them. All I know right now is that I'm in bad shape, very bad shape. My constitution is, in a word, compromised, utterly and irrevocably, a medical mystery of the highest order." He even managed to squeeze out a rather convincing whimper, punctuated by a dramatic shudder that made the cot creak ominously. "Oh, hi. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lieutenant Quickstep, my faithful aide, could you possibly raise my head a little bit? Will you? Please? My neck feels quite unsupported. I fear I may lose circulation to my brain. What little I have left, that is." Quickstep, ever eager to demonstrate his competence, ever striving for flawless execution, rushed forward, navigating the treacherous terrain of paperwork and discarded cigar butts. "Yes, sir. Immediately, sir. A task of utmost importance for your comfort, Commodore. Here, I'll do it for you myself." He gently slipped a hand under Bumble's head, lifting it carefully, his movements precise and solicitous, as if handling a rare and delicate artifact that might shatter at any moment. Bumble, momentarily enjoying the solicitous attention, the brief comfort being cradled like a fragile hothouse flower, murmured, "Oh, good. The gentle touch of competence is a rare thing in this chaotic world. Quick-step." Then, remember his role as the rapidly declining invalid, his performance far from over. He suddenly, dramatically, bellowed, his voice no longer a whisper, but a roar that startled Chippy Chuckles into a fresh jump. "Wait a minute, you bungling fool. My head, it's too high. Put it down. Put it down. You oaf. Push it down. Push it down. Push it down on the hard, unyielding ground. My head, on the hard, unyielding ground. For that is my fate. I deserve nothing less. My skull shall rest upon the very soil of my suffering. I got it. Can I break right back?" He paused, a momentary slip, his voice almost cheerful and lucid, then quickly corrected himself with another theatrical gasp and shudder. "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I say, my head feels light. The room is spinning. I feel faint. A sudden onset of dizzying despair. Finn McGinty, stifling a laugh, a broad grin splitting his face, leaned casually against the doorframe, completely unmoved by the theatrical spectacle unfolding before him. "He was just trying to make you comfortable, sir. A thoughtful gesture of consideration for your tender scalp, Commodore. After all, you know how genuinely concerned we all are about your delicate health." "Oh, yes, sir. Take it easy, Commodore. Remember how very, very sick you are, sir." His tone was perfectly respectful, even empathetic, yet carried just the slightest, almost imperceptible undertone of amused mockery, a subtle inflection that only Bumble himself, in his current state of paranoia, would fully appreciate. Bumble, hearing the subtle jab, the hint of playful sarcasm hidden beneath the facade of concern, glowered fiercely, his theatrical languor momentarily forgotten. His eyes, usually just bloodshot, now burned with genuine fury, narrowing to slits. "Chippy, give the Admiral's assistant something for his insolent insubordinate and thoroughly impudent tone, a week's extra latrine duty, or a month's worth of peeling the gristliest, most recalcitrant potatoes we can find in the entire mess hall. I want him punished for his sarcasm. Man." Chippy, utterly confused by the rapidly shifting instructions and the ever-changing target of the Commodore's wrath, merely saluted. "Gee, I'm sorry, sir. I thought the situation was in neutral. Sir, a moment of peaceful respite. No offense intended, sir, to the esteemed Admiral's assistant, whoever he might be, sir. That's all you menace." Bumble roared, once again forgetting his supposed frailty as he half sat up on the cot, shaking his fist violently. "That's it, McGinty. You're right, McGinty. I am a very sick man. A gravely ill man whose time is running out faster than a rogue torpedo. The medics, those baffled purveyors of tinctures and poultices, they don't know how long I'm going to be in here, if indeed I survive this harrowing ordeal. So, while I'm away, while I teeter on the precipice of eternal slumber, I'm going to have to appoint an acting base commander." He looked pointedly at Finn, his eyes boring into him with a malicious gleam. Expecting the penny to drop with the clang of a death knell, he savored the moment, the exquisite pleasure of delivering the fatal blow to his nemesis. Finn adopted an air of genuine understanding, his face a picture of sincere concern, though his eyes betrayed a twinkle of suppressed mirth, a barely concealed flicker of amusement. "Well, I understand, sir. A wise and prudent decision, Commodore, for a commander must ensure the seamless transition of authority, especially in times of such delicate health. And you can rest assured, sir, that my boys and I will give Lieutenant Quickstep all the help we can. He's a good lad, Quickstep, good head on his shoulders, though he does fret a bit over requisition codes and the existential dread of unscheduled paperwork. Bless his meticulous, bureaucratic heart." He winked at Quickstep, who immediately flushed crimson, unsure whether to be flattered or further mortified by Finn's appraisal. Bumble's purple hue returned, deepening with each word Finn uttered, until his face resembled a ripening eggplant, or perhaps a particularly bruised plum. He sputtered, momentarily speechless, before finding his voice again. Now a high-pitched shriek of outrage that seemed to threaten the integrity of the tin walls. Quick-step, you say? That man can barely keep track of his own shoelaces, let alone the intricate logistics of an entire naval base. He would classify a stapler as a weapon of mass destruction. No. He's a boob. Yes, Quick-step is a boob. A complete, utter, unadulterated boob. He'd probably salute a coconut and then file a formal report on its insubordination. I'm appointing you the acting base commander, McGinty. Sir, you shall bear the mantle of command in my absence. Consider a promotion or a curse, depending on your perspective, you rascal. He punctuated his pronouncement with a triumphant, albeit shaky, fist pump, enjoying the visible consternation on Finn's face. Finn McGinty's casual grin, a fixture of his face, a symbol of his generally laid-back attitude, finally faltered, replaced by a look of genuine, unfeigned horror. His jaw dropped, and he felt a cold knot form in his stomach, a sudden, heavy dread. Me? Oh, come on, Commodore. You must be kidding. With all due respect, sir. With every fiber of my being and every last ounce of my limited common sense. The last thing this atoll, this glorious bastion of Allied power, needs is me in command of anything more complex than a particularly unruly fishing line. My talents lie in the chaotic art of PT boat skirmishes. Sir, not the tedious ballet of administrative oversight. I am a man of action, sir, not paper pushing. It goes against my very nature. I'd set the base on fire by accident trying to file a requisition. Bumble, now fully committed to his theatrical performance, rose from the cot with a surprising burst of frantic energy that would have put a man half his age to shame and glared directly into Finn's eyes, wobbling slightly for added effect, as if overcome by a sudden gust of invisible, feverish wind. McGinty, take a good look at me. Observe my fevered brow, my trembling hand. My very life force is draining. Away with every breath. Does this look like the face of a man who's kidding? I tell you, I am on the verge of dissolution, of ultimate collapse, of utter demise. Fine. Maintaining a straight face despite the almost irresistible urge to burst out laughing at Bumble's dramatic antics matched Bumble's intense gaze, his own eyes serious, though a faint twitch at the corner of his mouth betrayed his true feelings. No, sir, it certainly does not, sir. It looks, if I may be so bold, sir, like the face of a man who has consumed entirely too much spicy chowder. But, Commodore, with all due respect, I must ask you to perform the same courtesy. Take a good look at me, sir. He gestured dramatically to his perpetually unbuttoned collar, revealing a surprising amount of tan chest hair, to the wild tangle of his dark, wind-swept hair, the slight smirk playing at the corner of his lips, and the faint, lingering scent of brine and illicit pineapple rum that always seemed to cling to him like a second skin. Do I look like a base commander? Sir, does my very essence radiate administrative acumen? Do I exude an aura of rigid, uncompromising discipline? I think not, sir. I'm a sailor, a fighting man, a warrior of the waves. Sir, not a desk jockey. I cause more chaos than the Nips if left in charge of paperwork. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, who had followed Finn into the office, his anxiety levels already spiking from the general air of chaos and Bumble's dramatic pronouncements, couldn't help but blurt, "He's got you there, Wally." He immediately clapped a hand over his mouth, turning bright scarlet, realizing his grievous error in addressing the Commodore so informally. He shrank slightly, anticipating instant demotion, perhaps even a public flogging with a wet noodle or forced duty sorting rusted nails. No, sir. No. Easy does it, sir. Finn quickly interjected, trying desperately to smooth things over, to prevent Plimpton's certain demise. Now, look, Commodore, I'm a saltwater skipper. Sir, my soul is forged in brine and sea spray. My destiny lies upon the waves. I'd be no good behind. A desk, I'd drown in paperwork. Sir, literally, my spirit would wither. I'd be worse than useless, sir. A total administrative wreck, a veritable black hole of efficiency. He even performed a little pantomime of struggling to swim through towering stacks of imaginary forms, flapping his hands helplessly, gurgling in a comically pathetic manner, hoping to appeal to Bumble's dramatic sensibilities. Bumble, however, was impervious. His focus remained laser-sharp on Finn, his malicious joy untempered. McGinty, I wouldn't think of asking you to take on a big assignment like this gargantuan administrative burden. Without some help, that would be inhumane. That would be positively barbaric. You need a crutch. McGinty, a suitable lackey to manage the administrative trifles, and the endless stream of paperwork that will surely overwhelm you. So, I'm appointing Plimpton here. Acting executive officer. Consider it a steep learning curve for the young man, and a perfect distraction from your more anarchic tendencies, your insufferable penchant for rule-breaking and chaos. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, whose career aspirations rarely extended beyond successfully completing a spreadsheet without any critical errors, maintaining impeccable penmanship, and perhaps one day earning a medal for consistent pencil sharpening, nearly fainted on the spot, his face turning an even more ghastly shade of pale, a faint green tinge to his lips. He clutched his chest, his eyes wide as saucers. "Oh, boy! Did you hear that, Skipper?" he squeaked, his voice cracking with disbelief, his legs threatening to give way. Acting executive officer. Me, a man of limited experience, prone to clerical errors. Oh, thanks. Commodore, you'll never regret this. I think, maybe, I hope I don't set anything on fire. Sir, or lose the entire base budget to a rogue pigeon who absconds with the paperwork. Bumble merely waved his hand grandly, a dismissive flick of the wrist. I know. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Plimpton, a necessary sacrifice for the greater good of seeing McGinty squirm. Here you are. McGinty, take this. He thrust a battered clipboard, overflowed with inscrutable paperwork and stained with ancient coffee rings, and an ancient, rusty ceremonial cutlass, usually reserved for a highly official, rarely occurring, and completely ignored flag-raising ceremonies. At Finn, you go over to my office, your office now, and you take command this minute. Do you hear me? McGinty? This minute. That's an order. Commander, and don't you dare track mud onto my pristine linoleum, which I personally supervise the waxing of, with the utmost meticulousness. I will know if you do. Oh, but Commodore, sir. Finn began, still trying to grasp the enormity of this calamity, this calculated sabotage of his relaxed command style, this intricate trap designed to ensnare him in a web of bureaucracy. Out, 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 out! Bumble shrieked, shooing them from his office with the fervor of a man swatting a particularly bothersome, buzzing fly, flapping his hands wildly, his eyes blazing with a mixture of triumph and malice. Now, quick step, my loyal aide. You know what to do. My cot needs plump in. My pillows need fluffing. My very constitution needs a long, luxurious period of convalescing, and a cold compress, and perhaps some more of those medicinal concoctions to ensure my delirium is sustained, and utterly convincing for Admiral Jawbreaker. Finn and Plimpton stumbled out, still reeling from the unexpected promotion and the sheer, unmitigated absurdity of the situation. They made their way to Bumble's former office, which, by dint of Bumble's pronouncement, was now Finn's temporary seat of power. The moment they stepped inside, a mere foot over the threshold, the field phone, a rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption, began to ring again insistent and shrill, as if celebrating their arrival with a discordant fanfare. "Oh, just a minute. Lieutenant, just a minute," Finn mumbled to himself. Try and make sense of the new command, the new responsibilities, the sudden, overwhelming weight of the world on his shoulders. He ran a hand through his perpetually messy hair, feeling a new wrinkle form on his brow. He gestured vaguely to Plimpton, who was already meticulously lining up the Commodore's paperweights, a nervous tick. "You're acting base commander now, Pip. What do we do about this infernal shrill noise? It sounds like a dying banshee trapped in a tin can." Before Plimpton could even begin to process this new wave of responsibility, before he could consult any of his mental manuals, a grizzled, unkempt head popped into the doorway, a cigar clamped firmly between its teeth. It was Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, Finn's tough-as-nails veteran crewman, a man whose natural habitat was a machine gun turret, not an office, but whose loyalty to Finn was absolute. "Yeah, Chief, they're saying the what? The sinks are still plugged up, and the petty officers are well. What do you want from me? A get-well card. I'm not a concierge for plumbing complaints. I'm a combat specialist, not a glorified janitor." Finn, attempting to mimic Bumble's air of exasperated authority, barked into the phone, his voice a surprising imitation of the Commodore's growl. "Hold it! Chief, hold it! Can't you see I'm on the phone? Engaging in top-secret strategic communications for the welfare of the entire Allied effort? Yeah, I know, Skipper, but He paused, his eyes widening as Rocky presented him with something. "Well, what do you got there, Rocky? Is it some new experimental munition? Another piece of Japanese intelligence? A secret weapon? For winning the war, perhaps?" Rocky, oblivious to the high-stakes drama unfolding and simply following the immediate chain of command, held up a collection of elasticated, lace-trimmed items, dangling them by a single delicate thread. "Well, it looks like a bunch of slingshots to me, Skipper, or maybe some highly unusual fishing gear for tiny, acrobatic fish. I thought, we'll run out of ammo faster than we thought with these. They don't look very robust." He paused, squinting through the gloom of the office. "Oh, wait, those are the garter belts, aren't they? For the nurses, like Lieutenant Quickstep was fussing about earlier. The critical, morale-boosting hosiery stabilizers, I believe he called them." Finn, suddenly remembering Bumble's initial ridiculous rant and the very genesis of this nightmare, slapped his forehead with an audible thwack. "Good news, sir. Excellent news. We found the garter belts, that elusive, critically important strategic resource. Victory is ours on the undergarment front. Oh, I'm sorry. Chief, I'm sorry. I got my wires crossed. Hold on. Lieutenant Quickstep. Yeah, we found those items. Yes, I'll have them sent them right away. Top priority. Immediate delivery. Yes. Ma'am, you're welcome. You're welcome." He handed the phone back to Rocky, whose expression remained impassive, betraying nothing. "Chippy, Chuckles, get those to the nurses' quarters right away. And, Chief, have you thought about—" The phone started ringing again before he could finish, a discordant, maddening interruption to his flow. "Get the phone, will you? Chippy, get the phone. This place is a madhouse of communications. It's a sonic assault." Plimpton, meanwhile, was already tangled in a veritable spiderweb of administrative calls, sweat beading profusely on his upper lip, running into his eyes. He held 3 different receivers to various parts of his head, looking like a desperate octopus struggling to manage multiple, unruly limbs. "Executive Officer Plimpton here. What is it? What is the nature of this unprecedented emergency? Right? That's right. I authorize building permits for the CBs of the Coconut Busters and their new mess. Hall, a bastion of culinary excellence for our brave construction battalion, a strategic asset. Sir, right, it is? Oh, Skipper." Plimpton's voice climbed an octave in alarm, bordering on a squeal. Did you know their new mess hall was in the middle of the rifle range? Directly in the path of live. Fire, sir. It's a tragic planning oversight. A lethal architectural decision. We are feeding our men. Directly into enemy fire. He nearly dropped all 3 phones, his hands shaking. No. Hello? Is anyone listening? Is there a single rational mind still functioning on this entire island? Well, tell the coconut busters to keep their heads down during meal times and perhaps wear extra thick helmets. I'll watch the problems here myself. I'll oversee the intricate, deadly dance of eating and projectile trajectory. Finn, simultaneously attempting to juggle another phone, spoke into it. McGinty here? Yes. This is Commander McGinty, newly minted acting base commander of this illustrious, if slightly dilapidated, installation. What? On the radar, you say? A blip? A mysterious, pulsating blip? Well, track it, man. Track it with all the skill you possess, with every last ounce of your training, and give me a positive identification. Is it NIP? Is it Allied? Is it a particularly large seagull with an unusual radar signature? Give me specifics. Man, don't leave me hanging. He then looked up bewildered at Plimpton's frantic juggling act, his own mind reeling from the onslaught of information. Now, Plimpton, what is it? What is the latest impending catastrophe to grace our already overflowing inbox of doom and despair? At that moment, Doodle Higgins, McGinty's eternally cheerful and somewhat rotund torpedo man, wandered into the office like a lost, happy puppy, carrying a half-eaten coconut and a wide, innocent grin, completely oblivious to the rapidly deteriorating state of executive sanity around him. Hi, Skipper. I just want to congratulate you on your new job. You look very commando. Sir, very in command. Very serious. Finn, struggling with a phone receiver jammed precariously between his ear and shoulder, snapped. And will you keep it down, Doodle? Your exuberant joviality is quite distracting. You know, it interferes with strategic thought. Can't you see we're trying to conduct important business here? Matters of life. Death, garter belts, and plumbing permits. Yes, Lieutenant. Affirmative. Yeah. Your garter belts are on the way. Top quality lace. I assure you, a truly morale-boosting acquisition. What's next on this ever-growing list of urgent demands? Doodle, completely unfazed by Finn's irritation, his cheerful demeanor uncrushable, plowed on, speaking loudly. Skipper, the boys, those paragons of initiative, we're not willing to ask your permission to throw a little shindig tonight, a celebration of base. Morale, a demonstration of our unconquerable spirit. We were thinking it could be for charity, or just for the sheer heck of it, sir, to blow off some steam. Great. That's what we need around here, is a little action. Finn boomed into the phone, his face lighting up with genuine enthusiasm. A rare moment of pure delight amidst the administrative nightmare. Action, morale, positive engagement, a vigorous display of military esprit de corps. Tell them to go for it. I knew you'd say that, Skip. Doodle beamed, his eyes wide with boundless, unshakable optimism. And we can rake in a pile of dough for the orphans of, wherever, because, you nincompoop. Plimpton shrieked, his already fragile nerves fraying under the strain, reaching his breaking point, his eyes darting wildly, almost independently. Can't you see we're busy? We are on the verge of administrative collapse, the fate of the entire. Base hangs by a thread. Shove off. Shove off. Will you, boy? Clear the room before you incur the wrath of the entire high command. Not to mention a seriously disgruntled admiral jawbreaker. Yeah, you're the skipper. McGinty, but I'm the executive officer. Get out. Out, out, out. Plimpton pointed a trembling finger at Doodle. Then at the door. Then an imaginary spot somewhere far, far away. Perhaps another, less chaotic, dimension. And we got your okay, Skip? Doodle asked, already halfway out the door, his cheerful voice echoing back, fading slightly as he retreated. Finn, still beaming, yelled, "As far as I'm concerned, you tell those boys." Full speed ahead, a full-on celebration of military might and convivial spirit, a party of unparalleled joyous abandon. That's an order, Doodle. Make it epic. Make it legendary. Thank a million. Skip. To the moon. Doodle chirped, before vanishing as quickly as he appeared, leaving behind only the lingering scent of coconut and a faint echo of his boundless optimism. Finn sighed, rubbing his temples with a theatrical gesture of exhaustion, feeling the full weight of the absurdity settle upon him. Keep me close, then, Plimpton, for my sanity is rapidly approaching its breaking point. I may soon be conversing with the imaginary, frangipani flies, Pip, or perhaps debating with a disgruntled pineapple. Plimpton, buried under a towering pile of requisitions, his face now a mask of profound despair, replied mournfully, his voice flat, "Oh, I sure will. Skipper, I sure will. You'll be lucky if I can find myself in this administrative avalanche. Let alone you, Commander." The chaos only escalated, a cacophony of ringing phones, shouting voices, and the distant, alarming sound of what might have been a small, unscheduled explosion near the Coconut Buster's new, ill-fated mess hall. "Okay, Chippy, we gotta scramble. Boy, PT-46 is hot on the tail of a nip sub. They're chasing it like a hungry dog after a particularly meaty bone, a relentless pursuit." Finn yelled into another phone, then grabbed a pair of salt-encrusted binoculars, peering out the window with intense focus, trying to find some semblance of actual military action amidst the general confusion. "Hey, incidentally, what a group of one, what's the identification on that submarine? Is it a new class? A stealth model? A particularly large fish with a sophisticated sonar array? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements." "Oh, I don't know, Skipper." Chippy's muffled voice came back over the receiver, sounding harried, stretched to breaking point. "I was busy with a supply list, sir. My desk is inundated with forms. A veritable paper storm. They just reported sub. A very submarine-wise sub. Sir, it emitted bubbles. That's all the detail I have, sir. The most salient feature, I believe, was its bubbling." Finn threw his hands up in despair, dropping the binoculars with a clang that made Plimpton jump. Hello. Is anybody out there capable of precise identification? Is there a single rational? Being on the other end of this line. Hello. Yeah, hello. He slapped the receiver back onto its cradle with a resounding thwack, finally giving up. This is a madhouse, Pip. A glorious, beautiful, utterly insane madhouse. But it's our madhouse, and we shall command it, even if it drives us utterly insane in the process and forces us to speak in tongues. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the newly appointed temporary high command in the tumultuous office, the other members of Finn McGinney's crew were already well underway with Doodle's shindig plans, interpreting Finn's full speed ahead order with characteristic literalness and boundless enthusiasm. Gizmo Jenkins, the crew's mechanical genius, who believed that anything with moving parts could be improved, often with explosive results, and Specs Miller, the scholarly one, who found the logistical challenges of organizing a party to be a fascinating sociological experiment, were hastily arranging a display near the beach, their creativity unleashed. "Let's go, Gizmo. Faster. Press up the storefront. We're in business." Man, a veritable bazaar of military revelry and illicit refreshments, Specs urged, struggling with a brightly colored sarong draped across a makeshift stall made of salvage crates and palm fronds. The sarong, usually intended for much smaller individuals, stretched taut, threatening to tear and reveal more than naval regulations allowed, a dangerous breach of decorum. You mean that skipper said it's okay, Specs? Gizmo asked, wiping sweat from his brow with a greasy rag, momentarily pausing his frantic hammering. He actually gave permission for a proper fiesta? I thought his mood was rather volatile after his encounter with the Commodore. I thought we were all facing demotion for our mere existence, let alone throwing a party. You bet, his exact words were, and I quote from a highly reliable, if slightly unhinged, source. Tell the boys my orders are all a head full. Is that a base commander, or is that a base commander? Gizmo. Specs puffed out his chest, attempting to channel some of Finn's roguish charm, a feat he rarely achieved, but always strove for. Well, let's not just stand around, men. Idle hands are the devil's workshop, and we're on a tight schedule to complete this work of art. Rocky Ridgeback commanded, organizing a line of eager sailors who were already clamoring for a look at the festive setup. You got it. Come on. Careful with the booze. Doodle, don't spill any of that precious jungle juice. That stuff's more volatile than nitroglycerin. On a hot day. Good. Keep it flowing. Come. You're all looking at me with eager anticipation. Come on. Whoa. Steady there before you knock over the decorations, which would be a severe blow to morale. Doodle, meanwhile, was carefully balancing a precarious tray of particularly potent homemade cocktails, wobbling precariously, the liquid within a murky concoction of fermented fruit and unidentifiable spirits, sloshed dangerously, threatening to spill its intoxicating contents onto the sandy ground. Well, let's go. Take those crumbs. Nobody wants warm jungle juice, especially not at a 5-star shindig of this magnitude. Rocky then grabbed a megaphone, its metallic surface glinting in the tropical sun. Yeah, me and my lawnmower. Let's go. Hang those garlands. Get them strung up. All right, men. Get your money ready. Line up. The most fantastic wingding of the year, a celebration of epic proportions, is about to start. Give a little sample. Girls, just a quick peek at the marvels to come. That's enough. That's too much. Don't spoil the grand reveal for the masses. The anticipation is half the fun. Come right this way. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There they go, wiggling their way right into my propaganda. A masterpiece of public relations. Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Boys, a triumph of naval ingenuity and festive spirit. He gestured grandly toward a curtain made of salvaged parachute silk, behind which giggling sounds and the rustle of flimsy fabric could be heard. The scene was set for maximum chaos, designed to offend the most stringent naval officer. Chapter 2. The Admiral's Stern Gaze and a Disastrous Dive. Back in his sick bay, which he had, with considerable effort and no small amount of pilfered hospital equipment, converted into a surprisingly luxurious den of convalescence, complete with makeshift bar crafted from old medical carts and a constantly refilled glass of dubious medicinal concoctions. Commodore Bumble, despite his self-imposed incapacitation, was keeping a close eye on the proceedings through a set of high-powered binoculars aimed squarely at McGinty's newly occupied office. A small, self-satisfied, indeed almost malevolent, smile played on his lips, a testament to his ingenious plotting. His elaborate charade of illness was, in his estimation, a stroke of pure, unadulterated genius, an administrative masterstroke. Sure, he's on his way in. Elroy, Admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker himself, his magnificent plane, a veritable silver bird of doom, will touch down on our airstrip in a few minutes. Sir, any moment now, the aerial harbinger of disciplinary doom will arrive. The winds of change and condemnation are blowing across Coral Cove Atoll. Good. McGinty, the scoundrel, that impudent sea dog, is as good as dead. His career, indeed his very naval existence, is on the chopping block ready for the axe. The Lost Boys of Coral Cove Atoll didn't let me down. Elroy, their rampant insubordination, their glorious disregard for all things sacred and military, is perfectly timed for maximum devastating effect. They are instruments of my delicious, intricate revenge. Private Mort's Myrtle, Bumble's personal aide and general whipping boy, hovered nearby, nervously polishing an already gleaming bedpan, his expression a mixture of profound terror and bewildered obedience. He was trying, with minimal success, to look helpful while simultaneously remaining as inconspicuous as possible, as if he could magically melt into the wallpaper. Well, sir, I suppose they are, well, a little boisterous, sir, their current festivities, which sound remarkably unnaval for a base, might be considered by some sticklers for decorum to be a touch undignified for a naval base during wartime, even for a Saturday afternoon. Sir, I believe I distinctly heard a trombone, sir, and what sounded suspiciously like off-key singing, accompanied by gyrating, sir. Boisterous, Myrtle? Bumble cackled, a dry, rasping sound that crackled like burning leaves and seemed to vibrate the very air. He pulled himself up on an elbow, his eyes alight with malicious glee, his face a triumphant mask. They've turned Coral Cove Atoll into a regular Roman orgy. Man, a veritable bacchanalian feast of inappropriate revelry, complete with half-dressed girls and everything. Myrtle, imagine the scandal. Imagine the headlines. It's beyond magnificent, beyond boisterous. It's precisely what iron-jawed jawbreaker abhors with every fiber of his being, with every rigid sinew of his disciplined mind. He'll have McGinty strung up by his own bootlaces. He'll use his ribbons as tinsel for the next Christmas tree. It's going to be a bloodbath of disciplinary action, a veritable purge. Elroy, a magnificent purge of insubordination and moral decay. Myrtle, whose concept of a Roman orgy was probably based on a faded picture in a well-thumbed history book. The saucier bits usually torn out or censored, looked intrigued, his eyes widening slightly as he imagined the scandalous scene. His imagination, usually limited to the exact dimensions of a freshly polished button, was running wild with visions of forbidden merriment. Oh, sir, may I go take a look? Just for, research purposes, sir? To, better understand the enemy's recreational activities. Of course, Commodore, a deep dive into the sociology of hedonism and its tactical implications, as per your recent directive on understanding subversive entertainments. Bumble spun around in his cot with surprising speed, his fake frailty momentarily forgotten as he glared at Myrtle. He smacked the binoculars down onto his chest with a thud. Control yourself, Lieutenant. What's the matter with you? Man, are you suggesting you have the stomach for such debauchery, such licentiousness, such a shocking display of a human form? Myrtle, Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson should be arriving at McGinty's quarters every minute now. Another nail in McGinty's coffin, Elroy, another perfectly placed, meticulously planned, incontrovertible nail in his coffin of incompetence. And this one, Myrtle, is a truly magnificent, stainless steel nail of poetic justice, delivered by a comely, unsuspecting hand. Myrtle blinked, still utterly baffled by the layers of Bumble's plotting. Lieutenant Nurse Wilson, sir, but what's a nurse going to do to Commander McGinty's career? Sir, administer a sedative of paperwork, perhaps, or give him a sponge bath to wash away his insubordination. Her methods, sir, are usually quite healing, not destructive, to careers. Bumble merely gave a conspiratorial wink, a mischievous glint in his eye that bordered on manic. Oh, you'll see, Elroy. You'll see. Some things, Myrtle, some things are best left to the delightful machinations of strategic planning, and a comely nurse, when properly deployed, can be a most powerful weapon, Myrtle, when wielded with cunning and precision. A veritable Trojan horse of moral uprightness, sent to expose the moral decay of my rival and his lackeys. Meanwhile, back at Finn's new command center, the beach office that Bumble had graciously and strategically bequeathed him, Ensign Plimpton was frantically trying to clear a path through the burgeoning pile of incoming messages. He was sweating profusely, a worried frown permanently etched on his face, resembling a particularly anxious gnome. His uniform, usually pristine, was rumpled and damp, sticking uncomfortably to his skin. "Yeah, Chippy, have this sent over to maintenance, will you? And this to logistics. And this to quartermaster. And this to, oh, yeah, all right. All sailor. Nurse. All right." He stammered, his words tripping over each other, as Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson, a strikingly composed and intelligent woman in a crisp, if somewhat wilting uniform, walked into the office. She carried herself with an air of professional efficiency that stood in stark contrast to the rapidly descending chaos around Finn and Plimpton. Her presence seemed to cut through the oppressive heat and disarray. A cool breeze of competence in a storm of confusion. "Pretty nice time to press what you have there, Ensign Plimpton," she remarked, her voice calm, and even observing the disorganized state of the desk and the general air of panic with an almost clinical detachment. She then turned her gaze, cool and assessing, towards Finn, who was struggling with a jammed inkwell, having inadvertently inked his cheek. "Lieutenant Wilson, what are you doing here, Commander McGinty?" she asked Finn, who was momentarily dumbfounded by her presence, having forgotten Bumble's secondary plot entirely. She then added pointedly, "And if I may be so bold, Commander, you're out of uniform, quite conspicuously so. Is this a new combat uniform, or merely a profound personal statement?" Finn, caught completely off guard by her arrival and her perfectly modulated tone, stumbled over his words, blushing furiously, the ink on his cheek making him look like a startle mime. "Out of uniform? What? Oh, well, not by choice, of course. Lieutenant, it's part of the mission. You see, an intricate deception, a cunning ruse to fool well. You wouldn't understand specifics. Lieutenant, they're highly classified, top secret, national security level. Operation Disheveled Decoy. It's beyond your security clearance, I assure you." Lieutenant Wilson simply raised a perfectly arched, skeptical eyebrow, her expression unreadable, betraying no hint of judgment, only an almost scientific curiosity. "Commodore Bumble thinks you've been working too hard, Commander, pushing yourself beyond all reasonable limits, to the point of mental exhaustion, and he sent me over to take you for a swim. He seemed very concerned about your mental well-being. A refreshing dip in the bracing tropical waters should do wonders," he said, "for a troubled mind, perhaps even wash away the ink, Commander." Her tone was as smooth as polished steel, utterly devoid of irony, making it all the more unsettling. Finn's eyes narrowed, a look of dawning comprehension slowly spreading across his face as the layers of Bumble's treachery peeled away, revealing the dastardly depth of the plot. "Commodore Bumble? Concerned about my health? My mental well-being? That'll be the day. Lieutenant, that day will arrive when monkeys fly out of my ears and angels play trombones in the mess hall while tap-dancing elephants sing opera. There's something fishy going on around here. Lieutenant, very, very fishy. And it smells suspiciously like rotting cod left out in the sun for a week. Or perhaps, more accurately, like a freshly brewed plot from Commodore Bumble himself, seasoned with a peculiar blend of paranoia and malicious intent." He suddenly snapped his fingers, a sharp crack in the tense silence. "Here, Plimpton, it's all connecting now. Matt McGinty's beach office. The rendezvous point. Check, yeah, right. Okay, nice tip. That devious old snake. He's trying to frame me. Lieutenant, frame me good. Set me up for a fall that would send me to the deepest, darkest brig imaginable." Plimpton, who was meticulously scribbling notes from his frantic phone conversations, looked up, bewildered, a pencil jammed behind his ear, his face a pale green. No, no, no. Commander, don't tell me. Was the color of the garter belts all wrong? Was it puce instead of periwinkle? I specifically requested periwinkle, as that aligns with optimum morale regulations. Sir, this could be a critical flaw in the supply chain that has repercussions across the entire base, a betrayal of feminine trust. Finn waved him off, a look of grim realization slowly spreading across his face, eclipsing the earlier panic. No, it's nothing like that, Plimpton. It's far, far worse, far more immediate, and far more catastrophic. Admiral Jawbreaker's plane just landed. Plimpton, his metal bird has touched down on our very airstrip. He's on his way over here in a jeep. A jeep, Plimpton, the fearsome vehicle of his dreaded inspection. Its tires undoubtedly seeking out every imperfection on the road. This is it, the moment of reckoning, the moment of truth and potential damnation. Oh, well, if that's all it is, then Plimpton started, exhaling a premature sigh of relief, before the full horror of Finn's words finally registered in his addled brain. His relief dissolved into renewed panic. Iron-jawed Jawbreaker is coming here? Today? Oh, no. Oh, no, no. No, you don't suppose there's a sneak inspection here. Commander? That fiend, that meticulous monster. Now I get it. That bumble is all sitting pretty in. That sick bay, playing the invalid, orchestrating his nefarious schemes like a spider in his web. And I'm left out here in a griddle. We're sautéed. We're roasted. We're flambéed. We're utterly, completely, irrevocably doomed. Skipper, and I shall surely end up sorting rubber bands in the brig. Plimpton began to hyperventilate, fumbling for a paper bag, his carefully composed notes scattering to the floor. Lieutenant Wilson, however, remained remarkably calm amidst Plimpton's histrionics, though a flicker of curiosity played in her intelligent eyes, betraying her professional detachment. But, Commander, I don't understand. All the Commodore wanted to do, according to his very earnest request, was to ensure your well-being. He was quite eloquent about it. He stressed the importance of your mental fortitude for the war effort, citing you as a key asset that needed preservation. Yeah, eloquent. My foot. Finn snarled, his easy-going facade dropping like an anchor caught on a seabed mine. He just wanted to set me up to be clobbered by the toughest admiral in the fleet, a sacrificial lamb on the altar of bumble self-preservation. He wanted to watch my career go up in smoke. Well, it ain't happening. Not today, Lieutenant, not on my watch. He turned to Lieutenant Wilson, his eyes burning with a sudden, fierce determination. Girlie, we got work to do. Important work. Urgent work. You better get out of here and get out of that suit. Yes, your uniform. Lieutenant, it's far too official for the chaos that's about to descend. It would draw unwanted attention, a magnet for Jawbreaker scrutiny. Yeah, you better put something else on. Something inconspicuous. Something casual. Perhaps even a bathing suit. You wouldn't want to see her out of here like this. Come on, come on. Come on. Plimpton, you too. Get a move on. Get rid of that official paperwork. We'll get this place to look like a tornado just ripped through it. We got work to do. Very destructive. Very messy work. A strategic dismantling of perceived order. We must become the embodiment of chaos. He thrust a tattered, ancient manual of naval protocol at her, not for reading, but for strategic scattering, tearing pages from it. Give me that book. Every piece of documentation must be strategically scattered, Lieutenant, torn, stamped upon. Now, Plimpton, where are those party organizers? Those purveyors of chaos? They are our last, desperate hope, our only line of defense against the Iron Jaw. A few minutes later, the erstwhile party, which had moments before been a modest affair orchestrated by Doodle Higgins, a man whose understanding of subtle festivity was rudimentary at best, was now in full, glorious, catastrophic swing at what was rapidly becoming McGinty's distraction zone. The makeshift beach bar, crafted from salvaged lumber and decorated with wilting hibiscus and palm fronds, was overflowing with tipsy sailors, their voices raised in cacophonous, off-key song. The Jungle Band, consisting of Gizmo Jenkins attempting to coax music from a rusty trombone and Specs Miller, frantically banging on an upturned garbage can with 2 lengths of pipe, was playing a frenetic, off-key samba that assaulted the ears and grated on the nerves. Empty bottles of jungle juice, pineapple rinds, and discarded leis littered the sandy ground, creating a veritable minefield of festive debris. And the sarong-clad hula girls, actually several large, hairy sailors in various stages of drag, including a surprisingly agile Rocky Ridgeback and a deeply committed Specs Miller, who had embraced his role with unsettling enthusiasm, his heavy stubble peeking from beneath his coconut bra, were gyrating with alarming, hip-swiveling enthusiasm, their coconut bras threatening to defy the laws of gravity and decent taste. The entire scene was a sensory assault of noise, movement, and dubious hygiene, an intentional disaster in the making, designed to appall Admiral Jawbreaker, Doodle Higgins, completely unburdened by irony or any real understanding of the imminent danger. Spotted Finn, his face flushed with the revelry and the sheer joy of a party well executed. "Oh, come on. Skip, I didn't know you liked that Rafferty so well. The guy's throwing a party for him. Way! Diplomatic genius. Our Admiral Jawbreaker, to inspire such spontaneous merriment and cultural fusion." Finn grabbed Doodle by the shoulder, his grip surprisingly firm, a grim determination replacing his earlier joviality. "Where's the blasted party? Doodle, is this what you call an appropriate level of controlled chaos? This is an uncontrolled eruption of utter mayhem. Come on, have a call about your old face. You'll be needing a new one after Jawbreaker gets through with us. Parole your buck. I need you to help me dismantle this festival of folly. I'll tear him, limb from limb, if this isn't tidied up immediately." He gestured frantically towards a chaotic dance floor, where Rocky Ridgeback was now attempting a complicated flamenco step in a sarong, narrowly avoiding a collision with a weaving, intoxicated sailor. "Come on, dance with the hula hotshots. Wiggle your blues away. Do a quick step. Parole your buck. Throw him off. Throw him off the dance floor. Oh, I say, Skipper, are you the first dancer on the house? If so, you're doing a remarkably bad job of it. You're far too subtle. We need more chaos. More blatant disregard for order." Finn marched straight to the stage. A rickety platform assembled from old ammunition crates and dangerously stacked coconuts, where a particularly exuberant Rocky Ridgeback, adorned with a wilting lei and an unconvincing coconut bra that strained against his considerable pectorals, was attempting a shimmy that defied the laws of physics and good taste. His heavy boots pounded rhythmically, shaking the entire stage, causing Gizmo's trombone to emit a particularly mournful, off-key wail. "Pick one out, Rocky. Pick a new profession. Perhaps one that doesn't involve impersonating tropical dancers. I'm going to turn you inside out for this. Utter mockery of naval decorum. What do I do, you madman? Turn off that music. The party's over. You hear me? Over. Like a bad dream. It has reached its ignominious conclusion. Cease and desist. This charade at once, before we all end up in the brig." Rocky, momentarily confused but ever respectful of Finn's authority, especially when Finn looked genuinely furious, which was a rare sight, saluted stiffly, nearly dislodging his precarious coconut bra, which bounced alarmingly. "But, Skip, in the office, just moments ago, you gave me a magic word. You said, 'full speed ahead.' You endorsed rampant jollity. You endorsed a festival of goodwill. You were, dare I say, quite keen for a raucous good time." Finn gritted his teeth, his jaw tight, a muscle throbbing in his temple. "Oh, I did, huh? Well, let me give you another magic word. Rocky. a far more potent incantation, one that will curdle your very blood and make your teeth chatter. Iron-jawed Jawbreaker, and he's on his way here right now to blast this entire atoll into oblivion. With a single glare and conduct his utterly terrifying blitz and spectrum inspection, he will peel the paint from these very walls with his disapproval. He will flay us alive with regulations and then use our skin as a roadmap for future disciplinary actions. Yeah, and he's specifically coming to see all the skippers responsible for this den of iniquity, this hub of unbridled licentiousness. Now, come on, let's move this stuff out of here, and fast, with extreme prejudice. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Move it. Get it out of here. Every last pineapple, every last discarded coconut shell, every last plastic garland, every single piece of incriminating evidence. And for goodness sake, get those sarongs off Specs before he catches jungle fever. Or worse, a severe case of dignity deficiency and a lifelong aversion to tropical fruit. It's an order. Move. Suddenly, Chippy Chuckles burst through the rapidly dispersing crowd, his eyes wide with unadulterated panic, his cap now completely askew, almost hanging off his head. He looked like a startled rabbit caught in headlights, about to suffer an unfortunate vehicular encounter. Hey, Skipper, the Jeep's coming. I see the dust cloud on the horizon, growing larger by the second. Hold me. I fear for my very life. I fear for my career. Jump the torpedoes. It's the Admiral, the Iron Jaw. He is upon us. He is here to deliver swift and terrible judgment upon us all. Finn sprang into action, barking orders with the rapid-fire precision of a machine gun, his mind a whirlwind of frantic, last-ditch solutions. Chippy, get these girls out of here. Quick! All of them. Every single one of them. Regardless of their sartorial state or their current level of inebriation. No exceptions. Doodle, still clinging to his empty coconut, looked around in utter confusion, his eyes darting from side to side like a frantic squirrel. But where? Skipper? Where do we put them? There's nowhere to hide a dozen fully grown men in skirts on a deserted beach. Skipper, the island simply isn't large enough for such a profound level of concealment. The foliage is not dense enough for such a profound level of sartorial deception. Finn scanned the immediate vicinity, his eyes darting frantically, his mind racing for a solution, a place, any place, to hide his very visible embarrassment. His gaze finally settled upon the reinforced concrete structure of the base's air raid shelter, usually used for storing emergency rations, important documents, and the occasional stray, disobedient chicken. Anywhere, just get them out of sight. Now, here, put them in the air raid shelter. It's solid, concrete. It'll withstand scrutiny, if not an actual air raid. I'll steer the Admiral clear. Go on. Boy, move with the speed of a startled gazelle. A very, very large and heavily adorned gazelle. All right, now, girls, you and the skipper, let's move out of here and shake a leg. Or, whatever you shake. Get him. Disappear. Be gone, spirits of festivity. All right. Come on. All set. All starched. Just kidding. Now look busy. Look like you've been working tirelessly for the war effort, even if that work involved hula dancing and consuming illicit jungle juice. He quickly shed his uniform tunic, grabbed a tattered fishing net from a nearby pile of derelict gear, and began to make himself look busy, as if he'd just emerged from a strenuous deep-sea fishing expedition, covered in seaweed and smelling faintly of dead fish. Plimpton, meanwhile, was attempting to use a leaf blower to scatter a pile of important documents across the sand, hoping to give the impression of extreme disorganization rather than utter sloth and negligence, a thin veil over the recent revelry. Within moments, the Jeep-carrying Admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker, a formidable man with a granite jawline that seemed carved from bedrock and eyes that could bore. Holes through steel plating pulled up to Finn's now decidedly less festive-looking beach office. Accompanying him was a stiff-backed Lieutenant Kreider, the admiral's aide, whose uniform appeared to have been starched by sheer force of will alone. Rather than any actual laundry detergent, Kreider held a clipboard with an air of immense solemnity, his pencil poised for the meticulous recording of every single infraction, every minute detail of a disordered existence. The Jeep itself was immaculate, freshly washed and gleaming, reflecting Jawbreaker's notorious penchant for order and spit-and-polish perfection. "Okay, all right, brace yourselves, you guys," Finn muttered frantically to Plimpton, who was attempting to hide a tray of rum-laced fruit punch behind his back with the subtle grace of a frightened hippopotamus, his body twitching nervously. "Here he comes. The moment of truth. Turn, salute." He straightened up, adopted a suitably earnest expression, scrubbing some sand from his face, and saluted with exaggerated, almost theatrical, precision. "Welcome to Coral Cove, all, sir. Acting Base Commander McGinty, at your humble service." "Sir, it is an honor, sir, an unparalleled honor to receive your distinguished presence on our humble shores." Jawbreaker, a man who believed smiles were a sign of weakness and emotional extravagance, merely grunted, a low rumble that suggested a perpetually grumbling internal engine, or perhaps the tectonic plates of his patience slowly grinding. "At ease, gentlemen." He surveyed Finn with an unblinking, dispassionate stare that felt like a thorough, humiliating physical examination, dissecting every aspect of Finn's less than immaculate appearance, lingering on the sand in his hair and the seaweed on his shoulder, and the slight stain on his uniform. Plimpton, attempting to mimic Finn's crisp, if exaggerated, salute, performed a sort of spasmodic convulsion, nearly spilling the punch he was hiding, which sloshed ominously behind him, its syrupy aroma wafting faintly. And as acting executive officer, Plimpton, at your command, sir, ready for your discerning eye. Sir, and prepared for any scrutiny, however minute. He quickly, with remarkable dexterity, dumped the punch behind a nearby bush, hoping no one noticed the sudden alcoholic wilting of a rather sturdy hibiscus plant, which seemed to sigh with tipsy contentment, drooping dramatically. Jawbreaker's gaze, however, was not on the wilting hibiscus or the flustered Plimpton. It was fixed with unsettling intensity on Finn's neck, where the fishing net, a tangible symbol of Finn's hurried improvisation, was still draped, clinging precariously to his uniform collar like an aggressive parasitic vine. "What the devil is that thing around your neck, Commander McGinty?" he barked, pointing a leathery finger that looked more accustomed to pointing at complex naval charts and distant enemy positions than at improvised, sartorial choices. Finn, remembering his quick transformation, grinned, attempting to radiate an air of carefree charm despite the icy terror gripping his heart. Oh, it's an old native custom, sir, a venerable tradition of the islanders, steeped in folklore and ancient legends, a sign of welcome and reverence for esteemed visitors to our humble shores, a greeting of the ancient peoples. Sir, piranha, come on my way. Come on. It's, for luck. Sir, a protective talisman. It wards off evil spirits and a tropical unpleasantness, like, mosquito bites. Very effective, sir, passed down through generations. He gestured vaguely at the fishing net still draped about him like a rather ill-fitting, sandy scarf. Jawbreaker's brow furrowed, deepening the already formidable lines etched into his face, giving him an even more severe mien, making him look like a storm cloud about to unleash a torrential downpour. "Will you stop that gibberish? McGinty, this isn't a luau. This is a naval base in the midst of a global conflict, not some theatrical production of South Pacific. Let's get down to business. Commander, serious business. Business of the fleet. Yes, sir. Whatever you say. Sir, but let's keep it professional, if you please, Commander. We are here for inspection. not for anthropological studies or dubious folk tales. Fine. Knowing full well what business meant to Jawbreaker, usually the dismantling of careers and the surgical removal of efficiencies, nodded meekly, trying to adopt an expression of utmost solemnity, though a flicker of desperation was visible in his eyes. I heard when I landed that Commodore Bumble was in the hospital, Jawbreaker stated, his voice flat and devoid of emotion, though a glint in his eye suggested he already suspected foul play, a rat in the nest, a master manipulator at work. He knew Bumbleton too well, knew his capacity for deception. "Oh, that's right, sir," Finn confirmed, a perfectly innocent expression plastered on his face, though he felt a fresh bead of sweat trickle down his back, independent of the tropical humidity. A cold, clammy trickle. A terrible, truly debilitating bout of tropical whatever it is. "Sir, a rare and highly contagious malady, I believe, that strikes without warning. Quite debilitating. He'll be shattered. Sir, simply shattered. His spirit broken by the onslaught of unseen microscopic invaders. A man of his robust constitution brought low by a microscopic foe. A true tragedy for our base." Jawbreaker grunted again, a low, guttural sound that could mean anything from understood to, "I suspect you're lying through your teeth and will later verify this in excruciating detail at your court-martial. I'll pay my respects to him first, Commander, as is only proper for a superior officer. It is a matter of protocol and civilized conduct. And then we get on with the inspection. McGinty, a thorough, comprehensive, and utterly unforgiving inspection. Yes, sir, you men, you collection of rather scruffy individuals." He swept his gaze across the still loitering crew, who instantly snapped to attention with varying degrees of success, some of them still smelling faintly of pineapple rum. "Report to your stations at once, and ensure those stations are immaculate, not a speck of dust, not a single loose item. I expect a level of cleanliness that would shame a surgical operating. Theater, I'll just make a quick visit to the infirmary." He turned sharply, his eyes fixing on Finn, a gaze that felt like a laser beam. "This way, Commander McGinty. You will accompany me. This is not a request, but an unequivocal, direct order." "Right this way, sir," Finn chirped, relief washing over him in a wave, buying him a precious few minutes to perhaps salvage the situation. He quickly motioned with a subtle, frantic flick of his hand to Plimpton to ensure the hula girls remained hidden deep within the dark, stuffy confines of the air raid shelter, perhaps bribing them with extra rations and the promise of a full meal. The game was far from over. The air over Coral Cove Atoll, a forgotten pearl in the vast, contested expanse of the Pacific, hung heavy and humid, a stifling blanket woven from salt spray and the oppressive breath of 1,000 unseen jungle spirits. It clung to every soul and corner of the makeshift naval base like a particularly determined barnacle, smelling perpetually of stale coconut oil, diesel fumes, and the slow, inexorable decay of all tropical things. The corrugated iron barracks shimmered under a relentless sun, baking their inhabitants in a relentless oven of wartime existence. Overhead, a single rusty ceiling fan in the Commodore's office spun with pathetic, wheezing sigh, merely recirculating the warm, moist air, doing little to alleviate the pervasive discomfort. Outside, the incessant, maddening buzz of cicadas competed with the distant, rhythmic clang of a broken pump somewhere near the supply depot, a perpetual soundtrack to the mounting frustrations of the day. Commodore Beauregard Bumble, a man whose face permanently resided in a shade of apoplectic crimson, a hue typically reserved for exotic sunsets or freshly boiled lobsters, and whose tightly buttoned uniform perpetually looked sizes too small, found himself battling this pervasive adversary daily. His weapon of choice, or rather his battle station, was behind a monumental mahogany desk, its surface buried beneath a precarious avalanche of paperwork, half-eaten tins of Spam, and a small ceramic statue of glowering, pot-bellied Buddha. The office itself, a single corrugated iron box with windows perpetually blurred by salt crust and jungle grime, magnified the island's humidity, transforming every breath into a viscous effort. He leaned back in his ancient, squeaky swivel chair, defiant, protesting creak accompanying the move, and pointed a trembling, cigar-clenched finger, the cigar itself unlit, but nonetheless an integral prop in his dramatic repertoire, at Lieutenant Quentin K. Quickstep. Lieutenant Quickstep, a paragon of youthful earnestness and naval rectitude, possessed the unfortunate, almost supernatural, habit of always being precisely where Commodore Bumble least wanted him to be, usually within range of his most fervent tirades. Quickstep stood ramrod straight, his own crisp, starched uniform already beginning to wilt at the collar, the starch dissolving like courage in the face of overwhelming odds. His eyes were fixed on some point just beyond the Commodore's left ear, a blank, distant stare, as if anticipating a sudden aerial attack of classified documents, or perhaps a rogue coconut dislodged by a particularly ambitious parrot. Lieutenant Quickstep, Bumble bellowed, his voice ricocheting off the tin walls, a sound akin to a distressed foghorn echoing in a submarine. The outburst caused a startled parrot perched on a nearby palm frond to squawk in protest and shed a single, brightly colored feather onto the dusty ground outside, a small, vibrant casualty of the Commodore's vocal force. I believe I just articulated a profound sentiment of, shall we say, astonishment, a guttural, primal exclamation of the utterly unexpected, a cascading chorus of, and I quote, from the deepest chambers of my beleaguered soul, and it was a deeply felt quote, mind you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He slammed the unlit cigar onto his desk with a dramatic flourish, a gesture that sent a fresh cascade of dust motes dancing in the single shaft of sunlight filtering through a particularly grimy, salt-encrusted window pane. The framed portrait of Admiral Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker on the wall, a formidable man with a jawline seemingly sculpted from granite, shuddered precariously, its hook groaning under the strain. And what, pray tell, Lieutenant, what force of nature or administrative oversight provoked such an ungentlemanly, yet deeply felt, expression of profound incredulity from your commanding officer? None other than the critical, indispensable, utterly vital, and frankly baffling requisition that landed on my desk this very morning, demanding, in no uncertain terms, the immediate procurement of garter belts. Garter belts, Quickstep. You, sir, are the supply officer here. Are you not? Do you deny your designated role in this bureaucratic circus? His voice rose to a shrill crescendo, mirroring the parrot's earlier indignation, echoing through the claustrophobic office. Quickstep flinched, a small, involuntary twitch of his left eye, an almost imperceptible ripple in his otherwise rigid posture. He swallowed, the movement visible in his taut throat, a nervous bobbing of his Adam's apple. Yes, Commodore. Sir. His mind, trained for order, steeped in the meticulous minutiae of naval regulation and the exact numerical categorization of every conceivable item, scrambled frantically to reconcile this outlandish demand with the hallowed pages of the standard Naval Supply Catalog. He was prepared for anything. Ammunition shortages that required inventive field solutions, rationing disputes that devolved into shouting matches over single ounces of powdered milk, or even a sudden infestation of aggressive, highly territorial land crabs in the PX, the Post Exchange, that required an immediate emergency deployment of bug bombs. But garter belts? That was firmly, unequivocally, outside the Quickstep purview of expected combat logistics. The very concept sent a disquieting, utterly unmilitary shiver down his spine. It felt personal. Bumble slammed his fist down again, a heavy, resounding thud that rattled the entire desk. sending pens scattering like fleeing battalions. This time, the impact sent tremors through a half-empty glass of what appeared to be muddy, brackish water, the color of stale bilge, but which Bumble, with unwavering conviction, swore was freshly purified spring water, filtered personally through 3 layers of coconut husks, and a salvage coffee filter. If the nurses, Lieutenant, those valiant angels of mercy, those dedicated purveyors of healing and comfort, toiling tirelessly and with great personal sacrifice in our base infirmary, which, might I add, is presently struggling to cope with an unprecedented influx of jungle rot cases, an alarming shortage of sterile bandages, and a critically low stock of quinine for malaria. But I digress. If those nurses, the very backbone of our healing infrastructure, need garter belts, Lieutenant, then you snap to it. Do you hear me? You move with alacrity. I mean, you shake a leg, perform a veritable fandango of procurement. You perform miracles of requisitioning. Oh, you know what I mean, man. A sense of immediate and overwhelming urgency. Quick step. Immediate and unequivocal action. This is not a request. It is a directive from the highest echelons of this command. He leaned forward, his crimson face mere inches from Quickstep's nose, his breath, hot and smelling faintly of stale cigars and antacids, washing over the younger officer. This is a matter of morale. Quickstep, utmost critical, indispensable moral. Do you comprehend the existential gravity of a lack of proper foundational undergarments in wartime? It could cripple the war effort. It could undermine the very foundations of Allied strength in the Pacific. Imagine the headlines. Man, imagine the utterly damning, humiliating, and utterly catastrophic headlines that would blast across the globe. Coral Cove atoll crumbles. Under weight of sagging hosiery. The enemy, Lieutenant, the Imperial Japanese Navy, would not only cheer, they would launch a propaganda blitz that would make our ears bleed and our hearts sink, all because our brave nurses' stockings were failing in their primary duty of remaining aloft. It is a strategic imperative. Quickstep stammered, his mind racing through arcane procurement manuals, searching for any loophole, any forgotten addendum, any obscure paragraph that might remotely address this bizarre demand. His forehead beaded with sweat, not from the heat, but from the sheer mental gymnastics required. His brow furrowed with the strain of navigating an uncharted bureaucratic sea. Sir, I'm not sure we have any requisition codes for 4 personal, elasticated hosiery fasteners, feminine issued with decorative lace trim, standard periwinkle blue. Sir, the naval bureaucracy, Commodore, with all due respect, simply hasn't caught up with the more intimate needs of our fighting forces. Sir, it is an oversight of unprecedented proportions. Sir, a lacuna in the administrative framework, a gaping hole in the fabric of military supply. He felt an uncontrollable blush creeping up his neck, engulfing his ears, turning them a vibrant scarlet. The very conversation felt unseemly, utterly unsuited to a man of his military discipline. It was as if he were discussing a deeply personal scandal rather than a logistical challenge. Bumble scoffed, blowing a plume of imaginary, acrid smoke from his unlit cigar. The gesture was pure pantomime, but the effect was undeniable, adding to his air of theatrical indignation. Codes be damned. Man, codes are for clerks. Codes are for pen pushers and petty bureaucrats. I demand results, not excuses. Results, Quickstep, unadulterated, tangible results. Just find them. Invent a code if you must. Fabricate a requisition category out of thin air. Declare them tactical hosiery stabilizers or female leg accoutrements. High priority. Do whatever it takes. Quickstep. Employ ingenuity. Utilize initiative. Unleash the full force of your administrative. Cunning. What a war. Quickstep. What an utterly, profoundly, ridiculously bewildering, frustrating, and morally bankrupt war this has become. I tell you, man, my spirit is being tested. My very soul is being tried in the crucible of military absurdity. Everything, absolutely everything, is on my shoulders, man. The weight of the entire Pacific Theater, indeed, the entire global conflict, rests solely upon these aging, yet still surprisingly robust shoulders of mine. He dramatically slapped both shoulders for emphasis, grunting slightly with the effort, causing a fresh tremor to ripple through his desk and a nearby pile of urgent dispatches to slide. Perilously close to the edge, a lone, petrified cockroach, its antennae twitching nervously, scuttled across a pile of urgent messages, seeking refuge in the darkest corner of the office, fleeing the imminent chaos. Even the cockroach, it seemed, sensed the encroaching madness. Just as Quickstep was about to offer a formal apology for the perceived burden of existence, for the sheer audacity of being a living organism, while Bumble bore the weight of the world, for the cosmic injustice of having to breathe the same air as his distressed Commodore, Private Chippy Chuckles, Bumble's perpetually breathless junior aide, burst into the office like a startled jackrabbit shot from a cannon. Chippy, a nervous young man whose cap was always askew, a testament to his habit of constantly running into door frames during moments of panic, and whose glasses perpetually threatened to slide off his nose, usually during moments of extreme urgency, when he needed them most, skidded to a halt with an audible squeak of his worn sandals. His face was a mask of sheer terror, his uniform damp with perspiration. He clutched a crumpled telex form, the paper already damp with his perspiration, as if it were a ticking hand grenade, sweat beading profusely on his forehead. "Commodore, sir, urgent communique, sir," Chippy blurted, barely pausing to inhale, his chest heaving with exertion, his breath coming in ragged gasps. "I just got a message from a pal of mine at Conflict Central. Sir," an intercepted coded burst. "Sir, from a highly classified channel. Sir, highly classified, sir. It's bleeding red, sir." His voice was a breathless, high-pitched squeak, strained to the point of breaking, a sound reminiscent of a rusty hinge. "Admiral, Iron-Jaw Jericho Jawbreaker, is arriving today on a sneak inspection. Sir, an unscheduled, unexpected, unannounced early arrival, ahead of schedule, totally unexpected. Sir, he's bypassing all usual protocols." He gulped a convulsive swallow, his eyes wide with a mixture of raw fear and a strange, morbid awe. "Oh, no, Iron-Jaw Jawbreaker is coming here. Sir, the legend himself, the scourge of sloppy bases, the nemesis of disorganization, the destroyer of careers." The effect on Commodore Bumble was instantaneous and terrifying, a sudden, petrifying freeze that seemed to lock every muscle in his body. His crimson complexion deepened to a vibrant, almost violent, shade of purple, clashing horribly with the rapidly whitening knuckles clutching his now shattered cigar. His eyes, already bulging, seemed to threaten to pop clean out of their sockets, vibrating with a barely contained terror. The unlit cigar snapped cleanly in two between his clenched teeth, the dry tobacco showering onto the already cluttered desktop like fine, brown confetti settling amongst the dust motes. He remained frozen for a moment, a statue of pure, distilled dread, a tableau of unadulterated panic, as if the very air had been sucked from a room, leaving him breathless and petrified. Then a primal, guttural roar, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very depths of his being, a cry of utter despair and fury, escaped him. "Iron-Jaw Jawbreaker," he wheezed, the very name catching his throat like a swallowed bone, echoing the distant clang of the broken pump, a discordant accompaniment to his mounting dread. The name alone struck fear, a cold, icy dread, into the hearts of officers from Pearl Harbor to Pago Pago, a fear known universally throughout the ranks of the United States Navy, a legend whispered in hushed tones across all naval bases, a stickler for protocol, a zealot for spotlessness, a man rumored to be able to smell a loose thread on an ensign's cuff from 20 paces across A, parade ground, and whose personal mantra was a chilling order, discipline, white gloves. Jawbreaker's sneak inspections were legendary and invariably catastrophic. They typically left behind a trail of demotions, public humiliations, meticulous reports detailing every microscopic imperfection and shattered careers. Whole squadrons have been reassigned, entire units disbanded, due to his unforgiving eye and his almost pathological obsession with order. Bumble leaped to his feet with an almost impossible burst of frantic energy that belied his corpulence, knocking his chair over with a theatrical clatter that seemed to emphasize his mounting panic. It spun mournfully on its back, a visual metaphor for Bumble's rapidly destabilizing equilibrium, before settling with a defeated groan. "That's all I need. That is the absolute last thing I need. Confound it all. The man's practically got sensory organs specifically designed for detecting dust. Bunny's beneath my filing cabinet from a mile off when he's nosing around. His eyes are microscopic. His nostrils are tuned to detect any non-regulation aroma, be it stale coffee, jungle rot, or even a faint whiff of unpolished brass on a junior officer's uniform. Do you realize what a mess this place is in? Quick step. Chuckles. Do either of you, in your limited understanding, have even the faintest, most microscopic understanding of the colossal, unprecedented, utterly soul-destroying mess this entire atoll has become? It's not a base. It's a disorganized heap of tropical decay and administrative negligence. We are drowning in our own filth. Drowning. I tell you, hello, is anybody listening out there in the swirling vortex of impending doom? Are my words merely echoing into the vast emptiness of military apathy? Yes, this is Commodore Beauregard Bumble, who happens to be in a state of utter, unbridled, and fully justified panic. I assure you, who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of perfumed geisha girl handing out perfumed hand towels and soothing pleasantries? Tokyo. Rose? I'm speaking to a universe that clearly cares not for my sanity. We're facing total annihilation by tidiness. He will literally find dust in our soul, gentlemen, and punish us for it. Oh, the ignominy, the utter, soul-crushing, career-ending ignominy. He paced frantically, a desperate, bewildered flurry of movement, tripping over a discarded uniform boot and nearly going sprawling into a stack of requisition forms. His indignant outburst, a crescendo of bureaucratic rage that seemed to shake the very foundations of the flimsy office, was abruptly interrupted by the persistent, jarring, almost malevolent ringing of his field phone. A rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption that seemed to possess an almost malicious sense of comedic timing, ringing exactly at the worst possible moment. He snatched it up, glaring at the receiver, as if it were personally responsible for his impending doom, and indeed, for the entire unfortunate situation of war and the very existence of Admiral Jawbreaker. Yes, this is Commodore Bumble, and I am currently at the precise epicenter of unmitigated chaos. If you must know, so spare me your pleasantries, your meaningless salutations. Who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of siren, singing sweet songs of peace and tranquility? Tokyo Rose? Speak. Confound you. Speak your piece before I tear your metallic, infernal existence limb from limb. He paused, listening, his brow furrowing deeper with each strained, whining syllable he heard through the crackling line, his already florid complexion darkening further to a dangerously purple-black. What? The sinks? In the Petty Officers Club? Are backing up? You mean the foul, putrid effluvium of yesterday's rations is slowly but surely creeping its way onto the dance floor. The horror. So, what do you expect me to do about it? You utterly clueless imbecile. Do you take me for a common laborer? For a greasy artisan of pipes? I'm the commanding officer here, man. The supreme authority. I'm not a plumber. Does my uniform, emblazoned as it is with the glorious insignia of command, the very symbols of strategic brilliance, bear the humble Mud-stained insignia of a Master Chief Plumber's Mate First Class? I think not. I am a strategist. A brilliant, underappreciated leader of men. An orator of unparalleled military rhetoric. A gentleman of impeccable, if currently distressed, breeding. A paragon of naval rectitude. Whose hands are meant for charting courses, not unblocking drains. He slammed the phone down with a mighty crash, narrowly missing his hand, and sending another, larger cascade of documents fluttering to the floor like bewildered seabirds taking flight in A. Gale. He ran a hand over his sweating, glistening, rapidly moistening bald pate, looking utterly wretched, the sheen of sweat catching the meager, dusty light filtering through the window. His uniform was already rumpled, creased in 100 places. His hair, what little he had remaining, disheveled, plastered to his scalp. He felt the insidious grip of panic tightening around his throat. Sir, Lieutenant Quickstep ventured cautiously, stepping delicately over a fallen pile of charts and a discarded hardtack biscuit, his voice a nervous whisper, barely audible above the ringing in Bumble's ears. Commodore, if I may, I observe you taking some medication earlier, sir. Your stomach acid. Sir, it could start a car, sir. Indeed, from the sound of it, you have a veritable internal combustion engine attempting to erupt within your very being. I believe your gastric system is currently staging a major offensive. Quickstep's eyes flickered to the small, ever-present bottle of antacids on Bumble's desk. A permanent fixture beside a framed photo of a rather stern-looking woman Quickstep suspected was Mrs. Bumble, perhaps the only person on earth capable of striking even greater fear into the Commodore's heart than Admiral Jawbreaker himself. He knew these pills usually provided momentary relief, at best, a temporary reprieve from Bumble's constant gastrointestinal distress. Bumble merely waved a dismissive hand, the gesture sweeping away a handful of scattered paper clips and a suspicious-looking dead fly. Pills, Quickstep. Don't mention the pills. These infernal things are a plot. I tell you, a pharmaceutical conspiracy designed by my enemies, undoubtedly financed by the Nips, to undermine my very digestive fortitude. Each one is a tiny saboteur, wreaking havoc in my already tempestuous gut, churning like a typhoon in a teacup. His eyes narrowed as if the pills themselves were sentient, malevolent entities, plotting his downfall from the innocuous glass bottle. He suspected treachery even from his medication. Please, sir, Quickstep insisted, his brow creased with genuine, albeit terrified, concern, his sense of duty overriding his fear. Take it easy on those pills. You know how they always give you indigestion. Sir, please, the last time, sir, you nearly mistook a hibiscus bush for an insubordinate ensign and attempted to give it extra latrine duty. It was a rather embarrassing botanical encounter, sir, that almost led to a diplomatic incident with the island flora. Bumble scoffed, a short, sharp bark of pure contempt that rattled Quickstep's teeth. Indigestion? Indigestion is for the faint of heart. Quickstep. Indigestion is for the weak-willed and the morally flaccid. It is for civilians, not fighting men. I feel a veritable volcano brewing within my very viscera, a churning, acid-spewing maelstrom of gastric discontent. My internal organs are staging a full-scale mutiny. But I don't care. Do you hear me? I don't care. I just don't care what ravages my internal organs. For my mind is fixed on higher matters, on survival, on avoiding Admiral Jawbreaker, by the celestial stars above, the benevolent heavens themselves. If I really get sick, truly, unequivocally, catastrophically ill, sick beyond all reasonable medical repair, then someone else, some other poor, unsuspecting wretch, would have to face the Admiral, the Iron Jaw, the great white menace of military inspections. Oh, wait a minute, you say. A flicker of something, akin to a mad glint, a spark of sheer, unadulterated, nefarious genius, appeared in his eyes, chasing away the cloud of self-pity and terror. He stopped pacing abruptly, suddenly still, the frantic energy momentarily draining from him. The clattering of paperwork, the stifling heat, the relentless buzz of cicadas, the impending doom, all seemed to coalesce into a single brilliant, nefarious, utterly audacious idea. His face transformed, a malevolent grin slowly spreading across his features, transforming him into a malevolent caricature, a tropical Mephistopheles. If I was sick, he mused, tapping his cigar stub, which he had somehow retrieved from the floor, with a newly invigorated intensity, the sound of sharp, percussive crack in the stifling silence. Genuinely, catastrophically, undeniably sick, then I could appoint an acting base commander. Couldn't I? A temporary replacement, a suitable scapegoat, a sacrificial lamb to absorb the full brunt of the Iron Jaw's fury, right? Lieutenant Quickstep? That's perfectly within regulations, isn't it? A temporary incapacitation. Say an unexpected, highly contagious, extremely debilitating, but ultimately non-fatal tropical fever, the kind that renders one completely helpless, but ultimately capable of a full recovery, just after the admiral has departed, a fever that peaks at the precise moment of maximum strategic advantage. He punctuated his words with a dramatic, hacking cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat. A truly Oscar-worthy performance, complete with rattling breaths and strained groans. Quickstep, ever the regulations man, ever the obedient automaton of naval procedure, nodded hesitantly, tried to access his mental database of emergency provisions, searching for the exact subparagraph that dealt with strategic incapacitation. Oh, yes, sir. Within emergency provisions, such a course of action is, indeed, entirely within parameters. Yes, a temporary transfer of command for medical reasons. Most certainly, the regulations allow for such flexibility in times of extreme exigency. His mind immediately went to the chain of command, sorting through who the logical, most competent, and therefore least likely to enrage Jawbreaker choice might be, perhaps himself, or Lieutenant Commander Higgins from Supply, a notoriously timid but efficient man, known for his ability to accurately count every grain of rice on the island. He certainly would not have picked the man Bumble was thinking of, not in a million years. But Bumble wasn't listening. He was already spinning the intricate web of his genius, a masterpiece of self-preservation and malicious delegation. His mind, often likened to a sluggish bilge pump, a repository of bureaucratic detritus, had, on this rare occasion, decided to function like a supercharged centrifuge, spinning off plans with terrifying speed and precision. And I want you to know, Lieutenant, he declared, striking a heroic pose that unfortunately highlighted the tightness of his tunic, which threatened to burst at the seams, that I am ready to accept the supreme test of finding an appropriate sacrificial lamb for Iron Jaw Jawbreaker, a suitable patsy to absorb the full force of the Admiral's righteous wrath. And I know just a man, Quickstep, just a man, who will undoubtedly cause an unparalleled display of administrative ineptitude, a man whose mere presence can cause regulations to spontaneously combust, a man who is the antithesis of everything Jawbreaker holds dear. He paused, a mischievous grin stretching across his purple face, transforming him into a malevolent caricature. Not Julian, not Lieutenant Quickstep. No. He rubbed his hands together with a truly diabolical glee, the sound dry and conspiratorial, like rustling leaves in a graveyard or a serpent slithering through dry grass. Commander Finian McGinty, that rogue, that insubordinate rascal, that irreverent scoundrel, with McGinty and his scallywags, his motley collection of reprobates and ne'er-do-wells, his rabble of rum-swilling, rule-breaking misfits in charge of Coral Cove Atoll, for a mere afternoon, a paltry few hours. They will run wild. They will dismantle this base board by board. They will desecrate every sacred. naval regulation, they will absolutely and definitively destroy themselves right in front of the admiral. It's absolutely brilliant, quick step, utterly, staggeringly, undeniably brilliant, a masterpiece of strategic delegation and inspired revenge. They will hang themselves with their own laxity. Bumble peered at his reflection in the dusty, salt-encrusted mirror hanging crookedly on the wall, an unflattering representation of his florid face and bulging eyes. He adjusted his already askew cap, attempting to project an air of tragic dignity, to enhance his carefully cultivated image of the dying hero. He exaggerated a cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat, a truly authentic, rattling sound, and feigned a tremble in his hand, holding it out for inspection. "Uh-huh, I do look sort of sick to you, don't I? All right." A pallor, quick step. A decided pallor. The pallor of impending doom. I am a vision of profound debilitation. The very. Picture a man at death's door. He tilted his head, adopting what he believed was a look of profound, feverish debilitation. A look that bordered on the grotesque. Quick step, caught completely off guard by the sheer audacity of the scheme, by the breathtaking villainy of the plan, found himself nodding vigorously, his eyes wide, his carefully constructed military composure threatening to shatter. He felt a bead of sweat trickle down his temple, tasting of salt and fear, a cold, clammy drop. "Yes, sir. Terribly sick, sir. Utterly, spectacularly unwell. Commodore. In fact, sir, with that particular shade of purple on your countenance. You almost look feverish. Quite alarmingly so, sir. Your coloring is quite striking. Sir, don't you think you'd better call the medics, sir? Right away, sir, with utmost haste. Sir, before your constitution completely gives way, before your very being dissolves into a puddle of sickness on your office floor." He even added an extra earnest emphasis to the terribly sick part, trying desperately to match the Commodore's dramatic flair, to become an accomplice in this grand charade of illness. "Excellent. Quick step. My boy, on the double. Don't stand there gawking at my imminent demise. Man, time is of the essence." Bumble's voice cracked theatrically, dissolving into another paroxysm of feigned coughs, each one a masterclass in pulmonary distress. "Chippy, Chippy," he yelled, attempting to appear faint, his voice now a mere whisper, weak and gasping. "It's Commodore Bumble. Hurry. He's not well. He's succumbing to the tropical scourge. Quick, on the double. Chuckles. I think I'm going to pay a terrible price for my dedication to duty. A heavy, tragic toll." His voice trailed off dramatically, his eyes rolling back in his head with an entirely unconvincing, theatrical lurch as he aimed for a graceful collapse onto his desk, hoping to fall with the dignity of a dying swan. Chippy, always eager to please, always a step behind in grasping the Commodore's convoluted intentions, misheard the final, dramatic word. "Oh, sir, you're going to pay," he echoed, a confused frown creasing his young brow, his glasses slipping further down his nose. He fumbled frantically through his pockets, his uniform rustling, as if the Commodore was asking for a personal loan or some kind of last-minute bribe from his meager earnings. "My meager earnings, sir? Are they required for your recovery?" "I only have a few pesos, sir, mostly in small change." He was too busy searching for coins to notice the trajectory of the collapsing Commodore. "Oh, sir, you didn't say to catch you." Just as Bumble performed his elaborate, staged swoon, launching himself dramatically onto the desk, Chippy, still bewildered and fumbling, completely failed to support him, resulting in a surprisingly solid, rather undignified thud as Bumble's ample frame hit the floor, narrowly missing an overflowing ashtray and sending a miniature dust cloud into the already. "Opresive. You're a stupid numbskull," Chuckles. Bumble bellowed, momentarily forgetting his feigned illness and springing up from the floor like a jack-in-the-box. rubbing his rather tender backside with considerable vigor. His crimson complexion deepened from purple to a shade of livid maroon, his eyes burning with genuine fury. Thanks. Chippy, thanks a million for your profound support in my moment of utter collapse. You're stellar. Rescue will not be forgotten. Indeed, it will be enshrined as a prime example of gross incompetence and abysmal failure. Chippy, utterly mortified by a spectacular failure and the Commodore's subsequent wrath, saluted stiffly, his face as red as a freshly boiled prawn, his ears burning with shame. Thank you, sir. Good old sir, he mumbled, already imagining the long hours of remedial officer-catching drills and detailed salute improvement exercises that would undoubtedly follow, perhaps even enforced practice with mannequins. Oh, sir. Sir, it's Commander McGinty. He's coming this way, sir. Lieutenant Quickstep announced, his voice urgent, having spotted the familiar, shambolic form of Commander Finian, Finn McGinty strolling leisurely towards Bumble's office, whistling a jaunty, entirely inappropriate sea shanty, oblivious to the high drama unfolding within. Bumble, hearing this, immediately reassumed his role. His recovery from the floor, a miraculous transformation from fury to frailty, a beatific, if somewhat manic and highly suspect, smile spread across his face. He even managed to produce a faint, pathetic moan, a sound he had perfected after years of feigning various ailments to avoid tedious administrative tasks. He staggered over to his cot, an ancient canvas affair that perpetually smelled of mildew, threw himself onto it with a grunt that decidedly belied his alleged sickness, and pulled a grubby, stained blanket over himself, burying his head with theatrical flourish. I don't remember anything, all right? My memory is a sieve, Quickstep, a veritable sieve, full of holes. It's a trick, boys, a cruel trick of fate. My mind has gone to some happy place where there are no admirals. No, garter belts. I'm a very sick man, don't forget. An invalid, you hear me? A helpless, decrepit invalid at the mercy of my subordinates. Just then, the door creaked open, admitting Commander Finn McGinty. Fine. A man whose easy grin and perpetually crumpled uniform suggested a lifelong indifference to regulations, much to Bumble's eternal chagrin. Paused in the doorway, his keen eyes taking in the chaotic scene. The overturned chair, the dust-covered Commodore dramatically moaning on the cot, the flustered aides. His PT boat, the Coral Cat, was a ramshackle miracle of ingenuity, held together by sheer willpower and questionable engineering, much like its commander himself. His crew, Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, the nervous, neurotic second-in-command. Specs Miller, the bespectacled intellectual who saw the universe through a prism of obscure facts. Gizmo Jenkins, the mechanical savant who could fix anything with a paperclip and a prayer. Doodle Higgins, the perpetually hungry and good-natured simpleton whose heart was as big as his appetite. And Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, the grizzled, tough-as-nails veteran who preferred the company of a good rifle to petty officer squabbles, were an equally motley but fiercely loyal bunch. They were currently somewhere between inventing a new method for deep-sea poker and attempting to distill jungle juice from fermented fruit in defiance of several naval directives. "Oh, hi, Commodore," Finn said, his voice laced with mild, almost comical surprise, his hands casually tucked into his pockets, utterly unfooled by the dramatic display. He leaned against the doorframe, a picture of relaxed skepticism, one eyebrow slightly raised. "What's wrong, sir? Are you having one of your usual, dramatic episodes? Commodore, your coloring is particularly vivid today, sir." He eyed the fallen chair and the twitching blanket with a discernible smirk. Bumble, from beneath the blanket, groaned pitifully, his voice muffled, a low, drawn-out sound of suffering. "Oh, McGinty, I don't know, McGinty. It's taking a lot of tests. I tell you, a battery of diagnostic procedures that would fell a lesser man, my very life forces, Being analyzed. I haven't got any answers yet. Confound it all. The very doctors are baffled. Their instruments fail them. All I know right now is that I'm in bad shape. Very bad shape. My constitution is, in a word, compromised, utterly and irrevocably. A medical mystery of the highest order. He even managed to squeeze out a rather convincing whimper, punctuated by a dramatic shudder that made the cot creak ominously. Oh, hi. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lieutenant Quickstep, my faithful aide, could you possibly raise my head a little bit? Will you? Please? My neck feels quite unsupported. I fear I may lose circulation to my brain. What little I have left, that is. Quickstep, ever eager to demonstrate his competence, ever striving for flawless execution, rushed forward, navigating the treacherous terrain of paperwork and discarded cigar butts. Yes, sir. Immediately, sir. A task of utmost importance for your comfort, Commodore. Here, I'll do it for you myself. He gently slipped a hand under Bumble's head, lifting it carefully, his movements precise and solicitous, as if handling a rare and delicate artifact that might shatter at any moment. Bumble, momentarily enjoying the solicitous attention, the brief comfort being cradled like a fragile hothouse flower, murmured, "Oh, good. The gentle touch of competence is a rare thing in this chaotic world, Quickstep." Then, remember his role as the rapidly declining invalid, his performance far from over. He suddenly, dramatically, bellowed, his voice no longer a whisper, but a roar that startled Chippy Chuckles into a fresh jump. "Wait a minute, you bungling fool. My head, it's too high. Put it down. Put it down. You oaf. Push it down. Push it down. Push it down on the hard, unyielding ground. My head, on the hard, unyielding ground. For that is my fate. I deserve nothing less. My skull shall rest upon the very soil of my suffering. I got it. Can I break right back?" He paused, a momentary slip, his voice almost cheerful and lucid, then quickly corrected himself with another theatrical gasp and shudder. "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I say, my head feels light. The room is spinning. I feel faint. A sudden onset of dizzying despair. Finn McGinty, stifling a laugh, a broad grin splitting his face, leaned casually against the doorframe, completely unmoved by the theatrical spectacle unfolding before him. He was just trying to make you comfortable, sir. A thoughtful gesture of consideration for your tender scalp, Commodore. After all, you know how genuinely concerned we all are about your delicate health. Oh, yes, sir. Take it easy, Commodore. Remember how very, very sick you are, sir." His tone was perfectly respectful, even empathetic, yet carried just the slightest, almost imperceptible undertone of amused mockery, a subtle inflection that only Bumble himself, in his current state of paranoia, would fully appreciate. Bumble, hearing the subtle jab, the hint of playful sarcasm hidden beneath the facade of concern, glowered fiercely, his theatrical languor momentarily forgotten. His eyes, usually just bloodshot, now burned with genuine fury, narrowing to slits. "Chippy, give the Admiral's assistant something for his insolent insubordinate and thoroughly impudent tone, a week's extra latrine duty, or a month's worth of peeling the gristliest, most recalcitrant potatoes we can find in the entire mess hall. I want him punished for his sarcasm. Man." Chippy, utterly confused by the rapidly shifting instructions and the ever-changing target of the Commodore's wrath, merely saluted. "Gee, I'm sorry, sir. I thought the situation was in neutral. Sir, a moment of peaceful respite. No offense intended, sir, to the esteemed Admiral's assistant, whoever he might be, sir. That's all you menace." Bumble roared, once again forgetting his supposed frailty as he half sat up on the cot, shaking his fist violently. "That's it, McGinty. You're right, McGinty. I am a very sick man. A gravely ill man whose time is running out faster than a rogue torpedo. The medics, those baffled purveyors of tinctures and poultices. They don't know how long I'm going to be in here, if indeed I survive this harrowing ordeal. So, while I'm away, while I teeter on the precipice of eternal slumber, I'm going to have to appoint an acting base commander. He looked pointedly at Finn, his eyes boring